Sorry about that. Hey, everybody, we're going live now. They have actually started their protest already. So the only one who has a link up is LIA. So I'm going to go over to his channel and we're going to check that out. So let's get that open.
Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here. Sean Paul Reyes back again with another video. Thank you all for joining for this live stream. Please take a second to hit the like button and share this video anywhere you can on social media so it can be seen by as many people as possible. We are going to be covering the New York State Police Union's protest rally against the First Amendment. Apparently, New York State police unions do not like that we, the people, have a First Amendment right to record them in the course of their duty. So they are gathering together, if you believe it or not, on the steps of City Hall in New York City to protest this First Amendment right. So we're going to be covering that. We have reporters like Leroy from Leroy Truth Investigation live on the ground. I was unfortunately unable to make it. I'm out of the state right now and couldn't get back in time. But this is all behind a bill. This is all because of a bill that is trying to be passed in the New York State Senate regarding, it's like the Halo bill for Florida, et cetera, et cetera. It allows law enforcement officers and unions to sue what they call social media agitators, really just fellow patriots, we the people, for recording them within 15 feet. They're saying that they're being doxxed. I've yet to see evidence of that. But again,
well, you did that today, didn't you?
President of the detectives, New York City Detective Squad, because this is coming. The main people that are promoting this is the New York City.
I know it's going fast right now.
My hometown police department, so we're not going to let this happen.
Because officers will be rallying at City Hall today to show support for legislation aimed at stopping the harassment following the doxing of law enforcement officers in the Big Apple, getting hit with constant obstruction, even violence, while just trying to do their jobs in recent years. And now they're saying enough is enough. President of the NYPD Detectives Endowment Association, Scott Monroe, joins me now. Scott, we've all seen the videos. We just showed one right there, but describe for our viewers some of the worst examples of harassment, doxing that your officers face.
Thomas, if you would like to join me,
there's no evidence of doxing. Harassment. What is harassment? Calling a law enforcement officer a pig? That's a First Amendment protected activity. That's not harassment. What is harassment? Using profanity against law enforcement officers. Again, this is
harassment would be you constantly trying to sue them,
they're out there every day doxing and harassing our officers, whether you're down in transit, okay, guarding the subways. They're in the police officers' faces, detectives, lieutenants, sergeants. It doesn't matter what rank you are, captains. They're out there every day. They're doxing, they're harassing the police officers with cameras in their face. They're threatening them to go to their homes. Because we're one of the only police departments that has your name on your shirt,
okay.
And they're looking up your name and they're going to your homes and they're threatening you and your families.
Let's talk about the doxing, because under current law,
okay, Leroy Truth started his stream, so we're going to go to his so we can actually see it. Let me bring this up.
I want to see.
I'm going to kill his side
here.
Chat.
We're using StreamYard, and by the way, I want to make sure. Please smash the like button. Please share this video everywhere.
Thomas, I'll be emailing
and also please
right
subscribe
now.
to me if you're not subscribed to me. Leroy Truth Investigations. I just broke 60,000 the other day, and help me get to 100,000 and beyond. I was also just indicted yesterday. For those who don't know, I was indicted on false felony charges. They claimed that I struck a police officer, charging me with third-degree aggravated assault. Didn't happen. To try to stop me from investigating and exposing the extreme S-predator ring of Union City, New Jersey schools, including Assistant Principal Edward Marinez, who has been alleged to have S-assaulted hundreds of Union City students over 30 or 35
Mr. Thomas,
years.
check your email.
So let's see who we have here. Hey, sir.
Thank you for being a member for 15 months.
Are you part of the... I don't want to comment. Thank you. All right. Are you part of the police by chance?
I'm talking to him on Discord.
Right. No comment there. Here, let's turn the camera around. All right, turn this around. It's Jimmy. And Vinny,
Greg,
can you do my camera work here?
34 months. Almost 3 years on the news team. Love my job. Thank you so much.
Follow me around here. Let's see. Let's go over here. Hey, hello there. I got a quick question. In regards to this event, I understand it's that because police officers have been attacked and harassed and doxxed by First Amendment auditors. So is that what this event is about and what the bill that they're trying to get passed is about?
That's it, correct.
All right. And with that, because I, of course, condemn no one should be being attacked, whether it's civilians or police.
Yes, you are. Every member of the news team,
when's the last time
keep me going,
that a First Amendment auditor
help me
had attacked
in ways you guys
a
don't
police
know.
officer or doxed a police officer? If you give me an example, everyone's asking me, what are the examples? So they hear about this event, but what are some actual examples?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, we got to get that together. We'll get that together.
But wouldn't
I don't have that.
All right, I appreciate you talking with me, but shouldn't this place have that together beforehand? Because they're making these very broad accusations against, cameraman. Like, this guy, he's a First Amendment auditor, I understand, right? And I think he is. And you're not recording though. He's recording with his mind.
We're good for now. You should talk to the organizers.
Well, I like to talk to the rank and file or the sergeants. Or
the organizers should talk to them.
But do you think that the existing laws that exist already that say people can't physically obstruct police
Welcome,
officers,
Mr. Thomas.
that's already
Good to
on
have
the
you up
books?
here with me.
So why does there have to be this additional law to try to control journalists?
What's going on?
Why do you think that's necessary?
Oh, we're gonna make fun of these
All right, one last question.
silly Billy
One last
frauditors
question, and you can
their
also,
little
sir,
game of trying to counter protest.
we're just looking for one single example where a First Amendment auditor attacked or doxed a police officer. Because if you don't have one, it seems like this entire protest is null and void. It looks like
Leroy,
it's just there to take away rights like this gentleman right here.
Speak to the organizers.
All right. And sir, do you have any questions for him?
Nah.
You know, hey, NCR, when you see Leroy Truth, to me it's almost like we're looking at a T-Move version of Professor X.
Piles of shit, in my opinion.
You know what it is? Really, it's the T-Move
Right, you
version
guys down
of
here
Agent
protesting their
47.
own oath of office is pretty disgusting.
My brother likes
Then
to
what
call
the
him.
heck?
I'm just disgusted at this moment, to be honest. I don't even,
My brother
I don't
calls
even
him
know
Agent
what else to say.
57.
I really don't have
And what the heck is he
Well,
doing
here's
now?
a question. Do you feel harassed by him because he was exercising his First Amendment rights? So do you feel harassed by that gentleman?
Absolutely not. He's got an opinion like anyone else, and he's free to exercise.
God bless you.
I'm
And that's
surprised
protected by the
actually,
First Amendment.
Dan of Auditing.
But I understand the
showed up.
organizers
The
of
last
this
time I
event
saw him,
said
he was
that
down in
Question
Miami,
if I felt threatened
hanging
by
out
him,
with
which I don't.
I said
Joey
harassed.
Surreal.
I don't.
Right.
I do not.
But this entire
He
event
didn't harass me.
No, exactly. He exercised his First Amendment right. But what the organizer of this event is saying, that they're saying people like him, people maybe like him, are harassing people.
And we'll get our message out, and you'll get all the explanation.
Well,
Well, you
what's the
do
message?
kind of
If
harass
you
people.
can give it in a very succinct way.
I'm not.
Yeah, let me turn this down a little bit.
People that have organized it, and
Well, they do harass, like you were saying.
But you're supporting this event, right? And what's your name, by the way? And what's your rank? And what do you what department are you with?
I'm with the Sergeants Benevolent Association.
Right. And what's your name?
My name is James Gatto.
Right. I appreciate that. And which department are you with?
I'm with the SBA, the Sergeants Benevolent Association.
And is that with
So,
Suffolk County
so
or
what is they
NYPD?
actually protesting?
All
'Cause I thought I heard something about the Halo law.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
All right. So
the
literally, we just blew their entire story out of the water
I
because
didn't
this
follow
gentleman very
that, but,
candidly exercised his First Amendment right.
So the
And
Police
I
Benevolent
asked him if he was
Association
harassed. He
and
said, I didn't feel threatened. And I didn't ask him if he was threatened.
are
But so
down
he
in
didn't
New
feel
York
harassed or threatened by this
you know,
gentleman peacefully and passionately
a law
exercising his First
passed.
Amendment right.
I can't
So
hear you.
stop
Dan,
frauditors
auditing County.
from going
What-
and harassing them. They want to make it
What's
a
the whole
50
point of this
law
then?
similar
if
to the
he didn't
Halo
feel
law.
harassed or threatened.
Wait a
Where
minute,
are
I
they
couldn't
going?
hear you, NCR.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on.
Here we go. Let's get in
We
the thick
turn
of it
them
here.
down a little bit more.
Here, quick, Vinny, quick, follow me.
So they are there in New York, the Police Benevolence
I'll
Association,
take one, ma'am.
for a bunch of different
Thank you.
agencies. The Sergeants Benevolent Association,
Vinny.
like we just heard from that one gentleman. A bunch of the police unions, first responder
I got
unions. They're trying
All
to get a Halo law
So-
passed in New York
Okay, they're going into City Hall now.
Okay.
And so,
because they want to get 15 feet for them to stay away while they're trying to do their jobs.
Here we go.
Because the online
So we are- I guess they're
agitators
gonna do this event
like
in here.
Leroy,
why they're
like
afraid
Dan,
to do
Good
it.
Guy Activism,
Do
LIA,
this so you can see better.
are harassing and doxing these police officers.
There we go. Okay. So-
Yeah, okay, I see it.
So
There's almost,
now we're going into
well,
the
at
event.
least they
That's
asking for
members of the
15
press
feet.
here.
Here in Florida, they got 25. And the Halo law is working
And
pretty
I
well
don't
here
know
in
why they're not
Florida.
having it on the public street.
Oh yeah. And the main thing with this is
Now
for
we're
some
going into
reason, Leroy Truth
City Hall here.
believes that these benevolence associations are actually police officers. Now, most benevolent organizations are supporters of police or first responders.
Right.
All right, so just do me a favor, step back there. Let me just call and verify.
Right. They're not, they're just supporters of the police officers. They're not really
Yeah.
police.
So what-
But you
why do
can't
have to be-
tell
why do
them
you have to
that because
be verified, man?
Okay,
Because we're the
sir.
press. Everyone's getting in this. I mean, this is a public event. This is not a private event, man.
Okay, I understand. Just do me a favor, step to the side real quick, all right? I got it.
No. This is
Oh, it looks like they're getting denied access.
the public.
Poor babies.
Yeah.
Period.
Is he going to claim she assaulted him now?
All right, so we're good, sir, right? So we're the public, like everyone else getting in here.
Maybe because they know who these clowns are. That's why.
We are members of the press, ma'am.
Maybe.
Okay, you come first. Go to the other side.
Is this a public event or not, ma'am?
I have, sir. You gotta step aside, okay?
Why?
You gotta step
Please give me a reason, because everyone else has gotten in here except us, and we're members of the press.
Because they know you're
So
probably going to
what would
agitate and
prevent
try to
us from coming in, ma'am?
start a fight or something.
But you haven't given any explanation, ma'am. You're letting everyone else in here, but us.
You know, isn't he out on?
Could
Isn't
you get your
maybe you
supervisor, ma'am,
could
please?
tell me more about this? Isn't he out on bond
Where is
right
he?
now?
Yes, he is currently out on bond.
Hey, hello there, sir.
I'm
He
he
was
was indicted on several of the charges.
Why are you going hands-on?
Back up, please. Thank you.
Real quick,
pushing
thank
me.
you,
Ladies and gentlemen,
DJ
he's
Dark
pushing me.
Lantern, for being a member for 5
Now,
months.
sir, we are the
Yeah,
press.
he
so
was
why are we
indicted
prevented from
yesterday
coming
on
into this?
5 of the charges, all of them
uses body
felonies.
now.
He's looking
Back
at
up,
5 years in the New Jersey
what's your
State
name and
Penitentiary.
Back up, please.
Who are
Excuse
you?
me.
You haven't identified yourself, sir.
Back up.
Why are
excuse
you
me.
physically pushing me, sir?
Back up.
Keep it clear, Vinny.
Back
keep
up.
it clear.
Back up.
Yeah, this is going to be
Why?
good.
Why, sir? And who are you?
Back up.
You got to identify yourself, sir.
Excuse me. Back up.
Identify yourself, sir.
Back up.
But who are you?
Back up, please.
There's a random person that is
Back
that
up.
is literally physically pushing me back.
Back up, please.
Who are you?
Excuse me.
You just spit on my face, sir.
Back up. Excuse me.
I have
Back up,
I have
please.
backed up 15 feet.
Excuse
Well,
me, back
maybe
up.
you
Please
wouldn't if you
identify
back the
yourself,
hell
sir.
up.
Back up.
Sir,
Excuse me. Back up, please.
you need to identify yourself. It's
Back
your
up,
policy.
please.
Plus, you're some random man telling me, a member
Back
of the
up,
press,
please.
to back up, sir.
Community Affairs.
Excuse me.
Divided down.
I'm sorry.
First Precinct. How can I help you?
We're here to cover the event. This is a public event, and they're blocking us from our entry, our rightful entry here as members of the press.
I think you need to reserve the space before you go in, though. That's the policy here.
There was nothing said. We did everything that was said online to do. We showed up for the event. There was nothing that said we had to reserve anything. This is a public event.
That's typically how it's done for the steps. So like this organization has reserved the steps over there. So pay that in advance.
There was no information online.
I mean,
If there was, I would have done
I
that.
would be guided like they have inside the gates.
Well, who can give authorization for We the Free Press to cover this
I mean, I
event?
would probably one of these guys over here.
Well,
That's
who is
security.
this?
That's security.
Who is this? He physically pushed. I want to do a complaint on him. I need his name immediately. He literally physically pushed me out.
I'll try to get it for you.
Well, can you get that now before he runs away, sir?
I'll find them inside. Don't worry. But let me.
But we would like to go in and cover this very important event because this event is against us. They're doing a protest against the First Amendment auditors. I'm a journalist and a First Amendment auditor. Literally, we're the targets of this protest.
Let me figure out what his problem is with you guys coming in, and we'll figure it out. But I know that they have, you guys have the steps, so they're letting them in first. So
They've let all kinds of other press in, and we're the press as anyone else.
again, let me find out what's going on.
All right, can you
figure
do
it
that?
out. I'm not a supervisor, so I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
one. For you.
because we don't want the event to start, which is what they're doing. Look, here's someone here. Look,
Well, they're gonna get vetted right here. So.
what is vetting?
Sir,
So driver's license is okay.
just give me a minute, sir.
Okay.
They weren't allowed in before. They weren't allowed in before.
No, he didn't let him in before,
Yeah, because he didn't have a press pass.
but we're being blocked. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is another shite show. Literally, we are the targets of this protest, and we are being prevented. We are being prevented from going into a protest that is targeted against us. The free journalists, the citizen journalists, the independent journalists, and First Amendment auditors. Some person physically pushed me out, and he wouldn't identify himself. So I'm going to get his name and whatever his role is here, because that was extraordinarily wrong. And this is showing exactly why the police are so incredibly wrong in this. Our First Amendment rights have been violated already, while they're exercising their First Amendment rights to take away our First Amendment rights and create this so-called 15-foot halo effect. This is crazy.
They're not taking away your First Amendment right. They're just having a law that say you need to stand back 15 feet.
I got ID from this thing.
Why are we being prevented? Why is this gentleman being
Half
prevented?
these people are just showing their driver's license. I can't. I want to show my New York State inspection license.
You have a New York State inspection license. That's impressive. Ma'am, the event is already happening. We are missing the event.
and the First Amendment. That's a Section 1983 lawsuit.
Right. They're requiring ID to get into a public area here.
Section 1983 is a real thing. Step behind, please. Section 1983 lawsuits are a real thing, officers.
What I got from them was that you need valid press credentials. So
what is this?
Sorry about that, folks.
I got-
Why you take
I
care
got
of
I'm,
something.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Is he still trying to use his whole
That's
press
not-
pass to get in there?
You're the guy. And also, this is our #1 press credential right here. This is our press credential.
That was the
Right.
that was the charge.
You mean to tell me he got
We
a
are
different color
independent
suit this
journalists.
time?
We are the targets, sir. We're the targets of this protest.
Yeah, where's his black suit? That's more of like a what? Charcoal gray?
Can you
Yeah,
get
like
him,
a
sir?
charcoal, like a dark smoky gray. He usually
Where
he
did
usually
he go?
dressed like the character
Sergeant
from
Hyde.
Popeye. They're always asking for a hamburger.
Where did he go, sir?
Dealing with some commotion over there, so I told him to come back.
Well, can you stay with
No,
us? Because I don't
it's
want
funny
you
he
to,
brought
to,
it up.
to
No,
run
right
away.
here. I'm
I will
monitoring this
gladly
here.
Because now we're missing the event. The event has already started 6 minutes ago.
He advised me
Tomorrow.
they're not allowed in because they don't have valid press credentials.
You understand
I'm
there
not here
is no such thing.
I understand.
Yes, it is.
Us going back and forth isn't gonna. I can't physically bring you in there.
Who else can stop preventing us from going into this
I would
public
talk to that
public space?
I would talk
They
to
just
the
stopped
officer,
you.
but she's in
Plain
charge
and
of this
simple.
gate.
They're not letting you in. She's already pushed us out.
You're standing
Hey,
behind the
again,
gate.
I have show her your press
So
credentials.
what's your name and role again?
I'm Detective Iredano from the First Precinct
Right.
of Community Affairs. I'm here right now monitoring this protest over here, right behind you, about this hunger strike.
And do you have authorization to stop preventing them from keeping us out?
I don't have that authorization to do that. This is their property. They're in charge of the gate.
Right.
All right, I'm not going back and forth with this. All right, okay.
Well,
So,
I want to talk to whoever is in charge.
this
My
guy's
right,
from-
let me in.
Hold on.
Then you have to have valid press credentials to get in there.
All right.
And
Yes.
apparently these fools don't have it.
Well, something that printed up on their printer a couple nights ago doesn't count.
license is right here.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what that lady
The
just
protest
showed.
is against us. The protest is literally we're the targets of the
Answer
protest.
Mark's question. LIA is out of state. So he's just live streaming Leroy's stream.
Just showed her driver's license to go in. She doesn't. She showed you a driver's license. That's what I got. Hello.
Why are we being prevented, sir? Please don't go hand on. He's physically look at it.
Oh,
You are blocking our
there it is.
entrance.
There
You're
it is.
blocking
You're
our
blocking
entrance. Here.
Names of violence.
He physically went hands on, ladies and gentlemen. And sir,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we are the target of this
these are these
protest.
people right here. I cannot let anybody else in until they move. Thank you.
Ooh, access denied.
We can't go in.
He's blaming us. He's blaming us for this bottleneck right here. And again, we have been targeted with this protest, targeted with this bill, and are targeted with not being allowed to come in.
Show driver's license.
That's
Why
right. They are
can't we
holding
go
up
in?
the
You're
entrance.
just picking and choosing who you want to go in.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a Section 1983 lawsuit. It's a real thing, officer.
Sir, why are you preventing us from press to get in?
I will be filing a lawsuit. I'm just letting you know that.
Well, go ahead. Good luck.
Yeah.
Do you really think that guy care? Do you? The look on his face like, do it. I don't care.
Also,
Lawsuit is a real thing, officer. Just letting you know. Violating the Fourth and the First Amendment.
I'm not violating it if you are a accredited member of the press.
How the hell are they violating the Fourth?
Lawsuit, officer. I'm just letting you know that.
No unlawful search or seizure. Right?
So, I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is
Right.
insane. Hey, ma'am, can you stop preventing all of us from attending this public event now? Can you let us in, ma'am?
Coming in.
The driver's license. It's the driver's license.
They're just,
It's the driver's license.
they're just showing driver's licenses here to get
You
in.
can't support the police today.
Excuse me.
Listen, you guys gotta clear this.
It's the driver's license.
Actually, ma'am, we'd like you to stop preventing us from going into this public event where we're the targets of this protest. So you basically,
Well-
case in point, ladies and gentlemen, the police absolutely hate the First Amendment here. They're preventing citizen journalists, American journalists, from
Wait a
getting into
minute.
this
If the
public event.
police hate the First
Take a
Amendment,
look at some of the chats here.
wouldn't they be
Yeah.
arrested right now?
Yeah.
Let's
With
see.
everybody that's out there
Looking at some of the chats here.
You're causing a problem. Give me your ID. I'm not giving you my ID. Come.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
I mean,
we're here peacefully
Everybody
to
that's
cover
out
this
there
event.
protesting would
as
be
journalists.
arrested.
Driver's license.
Yeah. Right now,
And they're
they're
letting all these people in with just
not
driver
letting them
licenses
in
here.
because they know they are going
So
to
what are your
be
thoughts,
there.
ladies and gentlemen?
They're
I mean,
going
this
to
is absolutely
agitate.
insane.
They're going to try to cause a confrontation.
You need to know who to hold accountable
And ma'am, what's your name and badge number again,
Did
ma'am?
somebody gift out memberships?
What's your name and badge number?
I am so sorry. I did not see those come up. Let me pull up my phone so I can see who all got the membership so I can properly thank them and welcome them.
New York State right to know act. We are allowed to know your name and badge number.
Some ID. I see some ID.
She's the one that sponsored this bill against us. She's the one that Senator Scanlon.
You are more than welcome
Right
to go
there.
inside of the park. You have a great view from inside of the park.
Sir, we would like to cover as press, as we are the targets of this bill, sir.
Oh, poor
Right here.
baby.
What's your press credentials?
It's right there.
It's called right here.
Where's your New York State press credentials?
It's called the Constitution, sir. You do not need credentials, sir.
Inside of City Hall, you need your New York State press pass.
And who issues those, sir?
Ow! Ow! You're still violating the Fourth and the First Amendment.
Who issues those
And I am
press
going
passes,
to file
sir?
a lawsuit.
You gotta go down to
Give the memberships went out to Dead Blow 01,
All right, so
Baby
case
Texas
in point, and the senator,
3743,
the senator
I Rule
just
Guardian,
walked by.
Max the Husky,
Senator's like something like
and Chris Mullins. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. Thank you guys.
Wow,
for
guys,
this
becoming
is
members.
disgusting, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, but you guys are blocking the entrance.
We're not blocking. You're preventing us from coming in here, sir.
You're preventing
us from coming in.
You guys got on the sidewalk. You guys were on the sidewalk before, and it was fine.
License right there. Let's go. Just the driver's license. Here we go. We got another one. We're going in with just the driver's license. Let's go.
Okay, they're
Here we
going
go, just the
in
driver's
with just their
license.
driver's
Everyone
license.
a driver's license.
Oh,
She's coming in.
They are there to be a part of it. They're not there as press.
When we are the
Press
press.
yourself off as.
This is not a press pass.
Driver's license.
This is a press pass. You see it? It says press pass on it.
When somebody comes with a press pass, I will show you what the press pass looks like. You have to with a driver's
license. So apparently, they must have gave out like press passes to the press.
Yes.
I didn't know these fools can't get in there.
It's not this bumping into me, sir.
Then move out of the entrance, please.
You're preventing us from
I'm
going
not
into our
preventing you
event.
from going in. You're not able to go in without a press pass.
We have the First Amendment, sir, and we are the targets, as I said, of this. And you're literally making a case for why the police are trying to take away our rights.
Driver's license. Let's go. Get him in.
What are you so afraid of that you don't want to let the free press come in here?
Let's get him in.
They're afraid that you might try to start an altercation. That's why they are doing
Stop pushing me. I almost fell.
legitimate
Sir, you
press.
elbow me. I got it on camera. I've got a 360 camera here, sir. It just saw you elbow me. I almost fell there, sir.
I saw it. I saw it.
And my 360 camera saw it too.
Then call them because I can't let you in. You gotta
You're
call them.
not the right color. Maybe you're not the right woman. I don't know what it is, but the motherfucker let a lot of people in.
Oh, wow. Wow. You want to go that route.
That I disrespect you.
And that's one of the reasons why they're not allowed in there.
How many people did you let in there with just the driver's license? You smug prick. You did. You guys did. You did.
Is that AFL? Dude look like AFL with glasses.
The grift. Thank you so much, man.
We are people,
You gonna
sir.
let some more people in with just the driver's license? You gonna let some more people in with just the driver's license?
You know, it's funny he said that, you know, you're not the right color, you're not the right woman. They let in people
I mean,
of all races.
this is sovereign right here, ladies and
So,
gentlemen.
right.
This is a sovereign citizens coming in.
Hispanic, we saw what looked to be Middle Eastern and Muslim, Hindi. We saw
Yeah.
African going in. We
I
saw men
see
and
no-
women, young and old.
Even I seen
You've
the,
seen
I
100
can see the
people come in with
kid
just a
going
driver's
there.
license, sir. And can you
I
please
seen the
identify
kid going there
yourself?
with
You
their
haven't
parent or
identified
somebody,
yourself.
and you
Yeah.
know, his whole argument just went out the window.
Yeah. Also, if you would like, inside the park, you can get a direct straight-on view, and you'll be able to hear and see everything you need. Yeah, that's the best I can do for you, man. I'll try.
What?
Yeah, I know, but
What's your name and badge number, sir? We still didn't get that.
yeah, sure. Detective Emmanuel, shield number 2376,
And what department are you with?
New York City Police Department.
All right. Can you get your supervisor, please, sir?
No.
And let me ask you this, NCR. They keep asking for a supervisor. Do you really think the supervisor actually gonna, go back? Oh, well, go ahead and let them in. Go ahead. You really think the supervisor gonna do that?
The driver's license that just went in, black
Well,
guy?
here's the thing. Usually when they have a protest detail, I learned this from watching Rich of Angry Cops. they have a dedicated supervisor there. Usually it's a captain, maybe a corporal or a sergeant, and they will come and they will deal with the protesters. But with this case, no, they're not going to let them in because they can clearly see why they are there.
People are getting in with just a driver's license. Why are you bootlicking for them? You ain't allowed in there. How come you ain't allowed in there? You want to go in there? I'm not a cop. There you go. So why were you here? Why did you try to go in there? Why did you try to go in there? So what do we got? Some ID.
Of course, the bootlicker comments already coming out.
No ID. This is crazy that you want to bootleg for that. You can't even go in the event.
You know, people always say that. You know, they support us and their fans always say that until they need the police. You notice that, right?
Oh yeah.
The event's going to be done by the time you get done working on it, sir.
I need to move the gate. I got to move the gate, guys. I got to move the gate.
Because I'm like, no, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy until you need, you know.
Can you ask that again, sir? Is he on the far left?
I have no idea what this guy is. I have no idea this guy is. He might be on the
I wouldn't be on that.
What's that?
What's going on right here?
Well, they're violating all of the free press constitutional rights here.
And that's fucked up.
That's messed up, right?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It is.
under the mayor's orders, right? I mean,
So the independent media can't come in because
no, I don't like that either. But I don't know what the mayor's protocol. And I have no respect.
You know how you can spin this too, NCR?
How?
So I don't know. But I don't know.
You know, they like to, you know, they call themselves journalists, right?
Coming in, like, what was your interest?
I produced the.
You could also, you know, since they don't, you know, saying that the police, you know, is taking away their First Amendment rights, right?
Right.
I could also say, you know what, y'all not putting out the truth either. Y'all are basically lying. I don't trust. I'm like, I don't trust journalists either.
I'm a citizen of the.
Oh no, I mean, there's some journalists that you can trust. That
their ID, sir. How about that?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's some journalists you could trust, but these people right here is not, totally is not journalists.
Somebody with just an ID and they didn't
let me answer two real quick questions.
You're looking for them. You're asking me
Bird
why
Troll
I'm
Slayer,
being an
no,
asshole.
LIA is not in the state. And I have with me my guest, Mr. Thomas. You'll see him on his show with Ray Ray. They do. He's a real nice guy, real funny guy. You'll see him on Hezekiah in the mornings occasionally.
This guy, I'm just looking at what's happening at the gate.
I
support good policing. You're a bad policing.
Yeah, we actually have a live stream tonight at 7 p.m. tonight.
What's your name, sir? What's your name? What's your name? Because would you have this gentleman on your show? He does cop talk as a person that this protest is against. What's your name, sir? And would you have him on the cop talk show?
How do you feel? How do you feel about policing in general?
I mean, I think there's some better police stations than not. But like, nobody can deny that New York City isn't one of the top 2 worst pieces of shit police departments in the world.
I would deny that vehemently. New York's got one of the finest police departments on the planet. Not perfect, but
and what makes them fine?
Well, it's the NYPD. It's one of the oldest continuing police departments in America, in the Western world. And it's
You know, that's funny coming from a guy that turned state evidence. When he, you know, when he became part, you know, when he started telling, how can I put it? Started telling on people when, you know, confronted by the FBI, remember?
Yeah. He was on federal probation for being part of the January 6th incident. He did get in some more trouble while he was on the federal probation. And there has been the accusations and the rumors that he
I can't believe you're not letting him in.
He snitched out people.
Yep.
All right. So this is really crazy.
It's not crazy. It's not that hard to understand. They know why you are there.
But the independent press, since you're in cop talk, the independent press is the ones targeted. Like this gentleman right here. And
yeah, I'm not for that. I don't get me wrong. I'm in the press.
Listen, I'm a respectful person. I like to treat people as respect, right? But when they're disrespecting you, they're disrespecting me. How do you respect them? Should they be treated with respect?
Screaming at a cop at the gate is not going to get you in.
No, but
it might get you in.
Hey, well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. If nobody screams at them at the gate, do they have a better day?
So
we have a smoother, better day if we're not here giving them shit, right?
I don't know.
Well, we gave them shit. That's what we got to do. We got to let them know.
So that's your whole point, is you want to just agitate them. You want to give them a bad day.
I think you should be able to go in. I think I should be able to go in. I think it's a public event.
You know, civil dialogue gets you a lot further than just calling people names.
Your rights, violating your rights and my rights. And you seem reasonable. I'm really appreciative.
There's a pro auditor man who comes to my live streams. His name's T-Bone. I don't have a problem with him. He knows he's welcome. We may not agree, but we can have a simple dialogue. Him in the comments, me on the mic, and we agree. Yeah, that's how we get things done.
Let me get this. Let me get a wider shot.
Just screaming at the cops to let you in is not going to get you in. Maybe try going around
auditors and
find another entrance stop.
And I had talked with a few NYPD officers before the event. And I objectively asked
these
them, and I
people
said, well,
with First Amendment frauditors and everything. You tell them one thing, then they move the goalposts.
Oh, Vinny, can you make sure we're in frame here, all three of us? And I asked a few NYPD officers what this event is about. Well, it's about to make sure police are safe. I said, well, give me an example of the most recent time a First Amendment auditor or an independent journalist attacked a police officer.
We could agree.
And they couldn't give me
a calm, rational.
Then I said, when's the last time a First Amendment auditor or an independent journalist doxed one of you, which is what they're claiming. That's why they're having this protest against us, like independent journalists.
And again, you guys know my rule.
They said, you know what? We'll get that eventually. We don't have that right now.
Racism, no homophobic.
Look, you can look that up online. I mean, the legislation that
you guys are welcome. No, trying to dox people, you're welcome. If you have a different opinion, if you're
what do you call harassment?
Auditor, you're welcome here. It's funny.
Was Dan harassing the police here?
And somebody who hates the First Amendment when I welcome it into my chat.
Independent journalists. Now, not all independent journalists, right? Obviously, there's everyone is different, but you've got political journalists.
And again, don't get me wrong.
MSNBC, Fox News.
Don't get me wrong. I'm for good policing. I like for the police to be held accountable. But the way how they do it is just for monetary gain. Now, if you want to know what a real First Amendment auditor is, you may want to catch Ironton auditor. That's how you do a police audit.
Media has a lot of problems too.
But I think what we're talking about here is we don't agree or disagree on everything. I'm grateful to be allowed to hang out here and shut it up. That's the thing is I am willing to have people in my side chat because I believe in the First Amendment. I believe in freedom of speech.
I'm so glad we're having.
We may not agree on everything.
If we could take apart a few things. So when you see they put their information online, meaning like their badge number and their name.
There's things that rally about me, Mr. Thomas.
They're not no one that I know has done that.
When it comes to
they're making that up.
Music or movies or stuff like that. I'm not gonna. Oh, you can't be
here. Is the law already against that?
I don't know.
As long as you can be civil,
there probably already laws against it.
Find a bridge.
Something is amiss. The cops are not becoming. They wouldn't come out here protesting unless there was something really serious here. I mean, these guys have, they have full lives. They have hard jobs. They're here protesting. You have to look.
What are they protesting? Like, as you understand it, what do you think they're protesting?
Getting harassed by activists and quote-unquote journalists.
But how do you describe harassment?
Now, what you're what you're doing right now, you're interviewing me, right? You're like that's. I wouldn't call this harassment, right? I'm engaging in an interview with you. I've agreed to have a conversation with you.
I would use interview in air quotations.
You know the tactics I'm talking about. Everybody knows.
Well, technically, this would be an interview.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I'm an independent journalist. Also, I mean, I might be aggressive in questioning. Say, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? But that's different from like holding a camera over somebody as they're doing their job and then posting that online with information.
While you're at it.
That's all public. That's all public record.
Yes, but what they're doing is
harassment.
Well, let me demonstrate something. Vinny, can you now? I'm going to make this gentleman, make believe this gentleman named Vinny, that you are a First Amendment auditor. All right, so you're maybe, I don't know, 6, 8 feet away. It's reasonable. I don't feel encroached. I don't think you feel encroached, right? Right. Now, make believe you are a police officer.
Yes.
And you are, interrogating me or something. And so this gentleman wants to make sure you as a police officer don't violate my rights. And if you don't, then he's documenting a police officer doing the right thing. But if you do violate my rights, he's going to document that. No different than going way back to Rodney King, a person who videotaped that and all of that. So is that harassment?
Okay, you can clearly tell he didn't pay attention to history.
Well, how close? Like how close would you say that is? Like how many feet?
4 feet, 3 feet.
Yeah, and that doesn't feel like it's encroaching on your personal
No, I
space.
mean, obviously he's allowed to document what.
Now,
what
the whole thing with the Rodney King
But
thing
there
is the
is a
police
line,
did not know
right?
they were
For
being
instance,
recorded
he's
from
like, let's say-
somebody who had a
let's say
camera
line job,
at a
he's
high
shooting you,
vantage
and then all of
point.
a sudden he comes closer. He's like,
And what happened to Rodney
sticking
King
the
was a
camera
straight
in my
tragedy.
face?
He
don't do that, though.
he did not deserve the
Right.
beating he got.
We're
That was
talking-
wrong.
I don't even know example
in
that
this
ever happened.
In this situation, if I was
Okay.
a cop now, I could do
Hey.
my job.
Hey, NCR, can I address
Well,
the
and
can
he
I address
said,
the
what's
comment
your
real
first name
quick
again?
by T-Bone?
Okay, Leroy.
Yeah.
So Joe, just a minute, Vinny.
Okay.
Joe said
He said
this is about
he
4
says
feet away.
personally,
It's a
I
comfortable
prefer the
distance.
sidewalk,
Now, I
post
have never
office,
seen a
bank,
documented
and
case where a person has stuck a camera in
dispensary
their face.
audits.
It doesn't happen.
Do you not know that
And
banks and
how many
dispensaries are basically private organizations?
You can look up the
How can
Out
a
of millions
bank
and millions and
and
millions
a
of videos. And if someone does that, well, that would
dispensary
probably be
violate
considered
your First
harassment.
Amendment
I have
right?
seen dozens of
That's the
That's
thing.
what I want to know.
and
Can you I'll give you
I
a
don't like
number. Can
that.
you text me some of those?
I think it's low hanging fruit when they do that stuff, especially dispensaries.
Because if someone, yeah, I do. And if
And then
someone
when it
does
come to
that, by the
banks,
way, that,
you want to
there's
be,
already
you
laws in
may
place for that.
want to be
Now,
very,
I don't
very
agree
careful with that,
anyone.
because if you,
he was like
let's
right
just say
here,
the last
that's something
person
else. But I have
that's
never
out there
seen
recording
a
the
First
bank,
Amendment
they
auditor
could take
or
that
an
as
independent
case in the
journalist
bank.
do that.
God
And what I
forbid if
keep
that
hearing from
bank
police
gets
is they
robbed,
keep saying, say Vinny over here,
you're gonna be the last person with the camera they're gonna be
he's not
looking for.
interfering. He's not physically interfering.
So
which is
you
It's
may want to
happened
be
in the
very
past.
careful.
And
It's
but they say,
happened in
oh,
the
well, they're
past.
being harassed. Now, also,
You
what if Vinny were
you
to
know
say, now,
of
I
the
wouldn't say
North
this
Hollywood
personally, but he has
bank
a First
heist.
Amendment right. What if he were to say FTP,
Right.
F the police, or calling them
What they were
PIs,
doing
Ps, et
was
cetera,
they were
they say, oh, they're
scouting the
harassed.
banks.
Now, again, I
They
wouldn't
were
do that
timing
myself.
the time of the armored
First
trucks
Amendment
getting there.
protects that.
They were
So that's what the police are
timing
saying.
police
They're
responses
calling
to the
harassment.
neighborhood.
They want to create these new laws for things that don't exist.
That's how they became more
Or they're,
notorious.
you know,
with
if
their
they do,
heists,
they're like
how they had such
anomalies, one in a million.
time frame
And there
to
are
do
already
them.
pre-existing laws that would address that.
And I understand why banks are highly concerned with people recording because, again, like Mr. Thomas said, it could be
Look,
casing the bank.
The First Amendment, your rights as a citizen, and when you're
Yeah, it could be case in the bank.
right. So with the police, they have.
I'm like, especially if you show up to the bank, start, recording the bank, masked up and everything, with a mask on and everything. Oh, that's the first thing that could come to their mind. Oh, they casing the bank to rob it.
Safely do their job.
You know, when the auditors are asking them, you guys have a vault? Where's the vault at? You tell me where it's located.
I support the police in their efforts.
You're doing that not to legitimately know, but to provoke.
But we need to be able to do our jobs effectively, and having this arbitrary buffer is actually a First Amendment violation.
That's why that's good. It's good
No, it's not.
Your side, because the whole point of the legislative and public policy process is to find a sweet spot between.
They even tried taking the Halo law here in Florida to court, and they lost. So it's part of the law. It's,
And I'm not,
it's intact.
I don't believe in government overreach, but my public safety, my right to walk the streets unmolested, the rights of citizens, of women and children to not be attacked in the streets by violent felons or by political activists who are intimidated. I was at a protest the other day in Sheepshead Bay. It was a bunch of anti-Semites protesting by the Holocaust Memorial, and they were screaming filthy anti-Jewish. They were spewing anti-Jewish hate towards old Jewish residents of Sheepshead Bay. Now the cops were there, like there was two sides, right? There were Jewish people and people who support Jews and who hate against anti-Semitism, and then there were the anti-Israel protesters. A number of them wearing keffiyehs. They were dressed in full tactical Hamas gear, and they were screaming how much they love Hamas. These guys were jumping in the air, doing like martial arts exhibitions, and they were intimidating the hell out of the.
That's a great point, DJ.
Well, number one, I abhor racism completely.
With all the
however
money they spend on their equipment, you're telling me they don't have a good enough zoom on their camera.
Racist statements.
They don't have a parabolic mic to pick up the conversation.
They had to keep the two sides from hurting each other.
But okay, that's what the police are doing. That's not what
There is a universal Halo law on the books.
And Vinny right here.
Getting its way worked through Congress and the Senate.
I saw a left-wing militia in the streets of Brooklyn spewing anti-Semitic Nazi-type hatred.
Which is completely wrong. But do they have a First Amendment protected right? Even though it's disgusting and abhorrent.
Joe Diamond. How come you're not at the protest?
Hey, they were talking about us. Can I ask a question for you? Because they're protesting against us. We weren't allowed in there. Make sure you turn the camera. Keep. Oh, all right. Well, thank you for talking here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Keep really vigilant on the camera. So
there's Dan.
There. Let's go to the other side here. Yeah, let's go over here. So I want to see some chats here first. And here, before we go, I got it.
This is the dog guard.
Take a look at some chats.
Do you support the bill that they're? Do you support this bill, sir? You support this bill, sir?
All right, so let's go over. I think he's over on the other side there. Okay, here. Let's get rid of this.
Of course he supports.
Wow.
The bill. Of course he supports the bill. He's wearing the dog suit.
That is just distasteful.
What's that?
Oh, no, I'm talking to Leroy.
No dignity. What's integrity? Actually, get a real job. Get a real job. Serve your community. That's a real job. Eating up black people. Eating up people in neighborhoods ain't a job.
We get the kids out of watching the fire department. Get the shit out of y'all. Get the shit out of y'all on ice. We enjoy that. Y'all are weak. The fire department is the real New York finding. Y'all are about a dog shit. Y'all really fight.
You know, I always find it ironic that when people want to stuff at the cops, like they're cowards, they're this, they're that, but yet when they're in trouble or they get robbed, who do they call?
They call the police.
There we are. We found them.
Even the pigeons don't want nothing to do with Leroy.
Clap it up.
Okay. All right. So they're blocking this. The sovereign citizens have blocked us here, ladies and gentlemen. This is so wrong. We're the targets of this protest, and we were.
I really suggest that he look up the term sovereign citizen.
Hey, sir, can you let us in so we can cover it? We're independent media, and they're the ones that are targeting us. They wouldn't let us in. They unlawfully wouldn't let us in. And you support that bill that is against the independent media here? Because they're saying they're afraid of us. Is that why they wouldn't let us in? Because they're afraid of us, sir?
Okay. He was a great example of the harassing and the doxing.
By the way, what's your name and badge number, sir?
Let's look at LIA.
I can't see.
Went to Brian Fahey's home. Trespassed onto private property.
Wrong. 1298.
He puts out all these videos.
Can you let us in? You have authorization.
He didn't do anything wrong, but he shows us him going onto a private road. He knew he would be invited there. He knew there was going to be a confrontation.
Having a rally for our First Amendment rights.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what type of reaction that he was going to have with all of the run-ins he had with Sergeant Fahey.
I'm Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations on YouTube and Facebook. Can you let me in? And my colleagues here, we're independent journalists. Auditing Erie County. Garden State Accountability. Your protest is against us. Why are you afraid of us? That you have barriers here. We are independent, peaceful journalists documenting whatever you do, good or bad.
If you're peaceful,
I'm Leroy Truth.
I want to see you being peaceful.
$52,000 last year to fucking be a piece of shit dog fucking guard. Not a bad dog guarder. 152K last year. They looked him up, guys. Fuck the police! 2006. He's been guarding the dogs since 2006.
Now this is their right. They have the right to counter protest. That's well within.
Why are
their
you
right.
afraid of independent journalists documenting what the police do?
Yeah, nobody is saying that. They got the right to counter protest.
Your protest is about us. Your bill is about us. It's against us.
No, but
when's the last time a First Amendment auditor doxed any of you?
They have the right to counter
protest. When's the last time a First Amendment
as long as they do
auditor attacked you? Give us an example.
Look at your own community.
I'm Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations on YouTube and Facebook.
Didn't Regan Benson
Follow
also
me.
just get in trouble?
Contact me. Let's have a dialogue and a conversation.
Yeah. And do you want to know what's the, you want to know another First Amendment order you should ask them about? Coot 90 Press.
Yeah. Didn't he?
Ask him about him. What happened to him? What did he do? Remember, he actually pulled out a gun and literally shot an unarmed man.
You're a bunch of dirty pigs.
But when you mention Coot 90 County Press to them, oh, I don't know that guy. I don't know anything about him. Oh, really? But you know, all the other First Amendment orders, but when it comes
Why
to
won't
that
you
guy,
let us in? We're
they
the
don't know.
targets of your protest. Let's have a peaceful, respectful conversation and give us examples. And there aren't any. Or if there are, they're outliers. We simply have a right, a First Amendment protected right, guaranteed by the Constitution, to record you in the course of your duty. If you have nothing to fear, then you have nothing to hide.
If you are a journalist,
and you would welcome First Amendment auditors throughout New York, New Jersey, and the country
because they're not
recording you in the course of your duty.
Oh no, they don't talk about Earl either. They never do. They don't denounce him and what he's done. He done some horrible, horrible crimes to his own children.
Or when's the
And
last
now he's
time
doing
a
what?
First Amendment
20 to
auditor
40?
or independent journalist?
Look what happened to Bay Area Transparency. He's gone.
Why would you walk away? I'm being very
You haven't
respectful
seen
to
anything
you, but that was very disrespectful to walk away from me. And ma'am, when's the last time you were attacked by a First Amendment auditor? When's the last time you were attacked? We're on the same side. There's no blue line. We're red, white, and blue. We're all on the same side, man. Just give me an example. When's the last time that you were attacked by a First Amendment auditor? Or when's the last time that you were doxxed by a First Amendment auditor? If there are no examples, they're just making this up to try to take away our rights.
They're not making it up to take away your
So, ma'am,
rights.
you've had a few minutes to think now. When's the last time that you were attacked by a First Amendment auditor?
Remember, you're the
When's the
press.
last
They
time
don't have to talk to you.
you were
Remember?
harassed by a First Amendment auditor? And what's your name and badge number, ma'am?
But because they're cops, they have to talk.
What's your name and badge number?
That's his opinion.
Can you say it louder, please?
Bro, y'all don't need no education to be that shit. You don't need
Yeah, but
no
they'll-
education to be that shit right there. The 60 college credit ain't shit. That's not shit. You need more college credits and all that other shit to be a goddamn professor. That's not shit. That's not shit. I don't give a flying fuck. That's ICE. That's everything else. Bro, shut up. Shut up. Tell me about the Native Americans, please. What did you do to the Native Americans? What did this do to the Native Americans? I answer your question, I answer mine.
Let's see, we educated them.
All right, we out.
Right. So we got all kinds of different conversations.
Well, if you're not willing to listen to his answers,
my
how are you
tripod's coming
going
apart
to
here.
bridge that divide?
So, Vinny, I'm going to ask these
That's the whole point.
these very high integrity officers.
Again,
over
you
here.
know, if they don't want to listen to nobody else,
Hey, hello there, officer.
I mean,
and I got a
like,
quick question. When's the last time
if
that you were
you
harassed
ask them for
or attacked by a
an
First
answer,
Amendment auditor?
and you don't,
So that's what this
they're
entire
starting to give
protest
you an
is
answer.
about.
You don't
When's
like
the
it,
last
you
time
walk away.
attacked or
What
harassed
was the
by
point in asking the question?
I'm right here, ma'am. I'm being respectful to you. You can dialogue. You can look at me. I'm right here. I'm no danger to you. I'm no threat. I mean you no harm. And can you give your name and badge number, ma'am?
Jimenez 11490.
Right.
Yeah, that is a
But
great
what are your
example.
thoughts about this? And have you ever been attacked by a First Amendment auditor or a peaceful man with a
How
camera?
many times in a video
They just
do
run
we-
away, ladies and
do we
gentlemen.
hear from
We're
LIA
here being
that
peaceful,
they're going to get a billboard truck in
asking
front of somebody's
questions.
house?
And again, if they have nothing
They're
to
going
hide,
that's
to
why
the
go
won't
to
they
their
talk to us?
house.
Why
They're
won't
going to
they
go to their place of
dialogue?
employment.
see, this is the whole thing. Because I asked this question, I think on his live stream the other morning. How in the heck does LIA get the police officers' personal addresses?
We're
I think you
prevented
answered
from
that
going
question
in
for me.
to cover this.
Yeah,
This literally makes our
there
it
are
makes our
websites
point
that
and it
will
destroys your
pay.
point.
You can pay them, and they'll get you people's information off the dark web.
Inside City Hall, who can come in, who cannot come in. Like, that's why I got you the sergeant and the guy that
Right.
works.
But
I'm
wouldn't
not
they-
I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah, so
But we have a policy called the First Amendment in the Constitution. No, right. Well, it's a fact.
I don't know why he didn't let you in. Maybe it was something else, but that's something.
You know why?
Yeah, that's why
I'll tell
I
you why.
use
Because
something
they're
like
afraid of
Aura
us.
to
Like,
get rid of
irrationally afraid of us because we're just there to document.
Yeah, but
my
the
stuff
First Amendment
offline.
How
doesn't.
many times have people documented police
gonna
beating
Yeah, but
someone
the,
up
do a
or
shameless plug here,
unaliving
guys,
someone,
because
and there was accountability because thank
but
God
the
there was
First
Aura does
Amendment don't say
constantly.
anything about
they're
doxing people,
trying
though.
to
No, it
take
don't.
away more of that right
Yeah,
and that
guys, you
freedom
can use
by
my
creating
link,
this make believe world that doesn't need to
aura.com/NCR,
be there.
and you
So
can get a huge discount
I
on
don't know. I don't
Aura
know why you weren't
if you
allowed
choose to
in.
sign up.
Like, I try to get
You
you
get a
in.
free
So you
14-day
think
trial.
Somebody over to
There's a
you,
link in the
to help
description
you out.
box.
you think we should have been allowed in?
I don't know. They have different criteria for this.
Or actually, a better question is, we were allowed in. Do you think they shouldn't have prevented us from going into our public event? That was I mean, literally, we're the targets here.
I'm not going to answer that question. This is getting. I will refer you to DCPI going forward. Any other questions?
It's just us.
DJ, I
won't
know
tell
you're
anyone
being
except
silly
our
with
live
that one,
audience
but
and
yes,
us.
Aura actually is an all-in-one. I pay for the service. When I
Alright.
first got the
It's all
deal with
good.
them, they gave me 6 months. I pay for the service because I like it,
What about
because
you,
it
sir?
works.
When's the last time that you were?
You know, Aura must be
When's
paying
the
you
last time
very
that you
well
were?
because I see you when you do your
that you were
videos on
attacked by a
NCR.
First
Your
Amendment
newsroom
auditor
look
or
very,
attorney?
updated.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
exactly. You're working at perfect.
They've been very good to me. Able to make some upgrades
Are
to
we
the
on the
studio.
same side, by the way? Like, are we?
I'm still waiting on
What are you doing?
the
Like, what is your
the
job
private
consist of
pen
now?
for
Like,
my
what is your
emotional
actual
support
role? I'm
alligator
curious.
Wally,
When you say you're working, what did they tell you to do?
but that was on back order.
I'm still waiting for you to have like Mr. and Mrs. Bigfoot on your show.
That's not respectful.
Ha ha.
Well, if you're about community affairs, I'm part of the community. We got people all over the world watching this right now.
You sure about that?
All right. Let's ask one more officer here.
Let's see if this one's going to talk to you. Because I don't
Hey,
think the others
officer,
have.
When's
but
the last
one,
time that you were harassed or doxxed by a First Amendment auditor? Can you give an example? Because that's what this whole protest is about. And what's your name and badge number, sir? You're required to give that, sir. See, the disrespect here is really unfortunate. This is why people don't like the police. Complete disrespect.
Again, you call yourself the press. They don't have to talk to
And
you.
I want to thank Aria of AB Designs for producing this show. He
They
does an
must not. They
extraordinary
must
job.
forget about that part,
We've got
right?
two feeds going on at the same
they
time
do.
here. That's
And
wild.
something else, you
That's
know,
wild.
all
And
cops
what are
are
they
bad.
saying there? See, I want to know what they're
One of my
saying
favorite
about
movies,
us, Dan. They're
Aura.
talking about us, literally. They're talking about
He has
the
this bit where he
last
goes to a
defense
movie
of
and it gets
tyranny
interrupted because of
in the
babies
United
crying,
States of America.
and he complains to the manager, and the manager gives him the best
Right,
line.
exactly. And they're tearing down
Some people
the First
suck.
Amendment and the Constitution.
Wait a minute. Say it again.
And
Say it
here you
again.
go, right here. First
All
Amendment
right.
and Constitution, right
So
there.
he goes to this movie theater. He's trying to watch a movie. There's a baby crying.
And
He
they're
goes
there a
to the
long time.
manager to complain,
And
and the
what are
manager
they
just looks at him
afraid
and
of?
goes,
They're making this up.
"Some
They're
people
lying
suck."
to try to get this bill passed and to try to get public sympathy or sympathy. They're lying.
And
This
you know
is like
that
really,
works
really
for
crazy.
everybody, because think about it. There's good cops, there's bad cops.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
There's
we are
good
in
servers,
New York
there's
City,
bad
in
servers.
front
There's,
of
you know,
the city hall, which
some
there
people
are two
just
barriers,
suck.
not one but two.
Those who
For
suck,
peaceful
they, you know, and they're in
journalists,
positions of power. Yeah, there's things you can do to get rid of them.
some people just
You
enjoying
know?
the day as well. It's a beautiful day out. I gotta
Like
tell you, it's
politicians,
absolutely
we vote them
beautiful.
out of office. We find
But
somebody
it's
who
a terrible day. It's a tornado of
Oh,
destruction of our First Amendment
but
rights.
let me ask you another question. You know, I may be kind of slow
Fundamental taking away of our
with this
rights
one.
is what is
So
destroying our.
it's a law that's being passed, a Halo 15-foot
And when
Halo
they
law
said the reason they're doing
that's
this
working
bill
its way through
and
the
the
New
reason they're
York
doing
State
this
Assembly,
protest,
right?
that they've had enough. They said
I
enough is enough
believe so.
of being harassed.
From my
according to them,
understanding, it is
about being harassed,
it's
about
being pushed by the Police Benevolence
followed,
Associations,
about being filmed.
and they posted
Nancy
this
put that
on
in
the
this
Suffolk
protest.
County Police
And I think
Benevolence
it may
Association's
be possibly
Facebook
with a
page.
bill.
They were going to be doing this protest
And
at
about
City
being
Hall,
doxxed.
and they want to push for 15 feet.
15 feet.
Right.
That's what they're doing down here.
Okay, but the question, the thing I want to know is,
Where's
why
our
is they
15 feet right now, you dog?
why is they bothering the police that's out there, but they instead of trying to talk to the assembly people that's in the Capitol?
Take 10 miles because they're dogs.
Wouldn't that make sense?
Yeah. But this is to help get more attention to it. So, while it might be in the New York Assembly now, doing something like this to draw attention, to get eyes on it, will
as Ronald
bring
Reagan said,
notice to it.
Where's that 15 feet right now, you dog?
Right.
as Ronald Reagan said, tear down this wall.
Okay, Mr. Gorbachev.
Ronald Reagan said this to Gorbachev, what, 40 years ago or so? Ronald Reagan said, tear down this wall.
He may want to go look that up and study why
people who
Mr.
are not
Reagan gave
honoring
that
the oath
speech.
of the Constitution, stop destroying
because he took that way out of
the
context.
10th Amendment rights of we the people. Stop destroying the First Amendment rights of we the people. So now we want to ask a couple questions here.
Matt.
Yeah.
I want to know.
That was a great point, Dan.
Somebody please
You're
think
saying,
of the
where was our 15
children.
feet now? So you give them 15 feet, they're going to take 150 feet.
Yep.
I'm Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations. And I am live in New York
Again, I want
City
to thank everybody for taking
at
time out of their day to stop by and watching
insane,
this. If you're watching
irrational,
it on the vertical
taking away
or the
our rights
horizontal stream,
protest
thank you guys. Thank you for
against the
supporting
First
the
Amendment.
channel.
So here we're going to go.
Yeah, thank you for supporting NCR channels because the more that you support NCR, the more that you help him pick out the right Bigfoot to come to
I
down.
have to hire an attorney to
NCR love him some Bigfoot.
Defend.
Well, have you ever seen that monster truck, man? That thing was awesome.
After I was indicted on false charges for trying to protect Union City, New Jersey children from alleged ex-predator teacher Edwin
Yeah,
Martinez.
but didn't we all see that video? I mean, he hit the officer
5 months after major explosive interview.
Mr. Thomas, T-Bone wants to know, do you have a channel so he can go and sub to it?
Technically, I don't have a channel. I do. It's a channel, but I don't post any videos, anything. But
But if you want to find Mr. Thomas and watch him, he's on Ray Ray's channel. If one of my mods can drop a link to Ray Ray's channel, or if Mr. Thomas could, I'll post it here.
Yeah.
Him and Ray Ray, they just do like a hangout where they go over different, body cam stuff, sovereign citizen court cases. It's just, just like a little chill channel where you guys can go and watch stuff.
Right. That's mostly what I do.
Where was our 15 feet for that? Did you support our 15 feet for that? You mean that they can't, you dog? You guys want legislation? You guys want more legislation?
What about your 15 feet when you went into the Capitol building?
Where was our 15 feet there, you dog?
Yeah, there's evidence of that. They actually seen him in the Capitol, video evidence of him in the Capitol building.
More trash New Yorkers coming out down here. Where was our 15 feet there?
And you know what, though? I'm surprised the First Amendment auditing community didn't turn against him after he turned, evidence to the FBI. You ever wonder about that?
That's the thing is, with a lot of these auditors, they want to just sweep things under the rug. There's been some who've committed some very serious, heinous crimes, and they need to be addressed. We in the anti-auditing community, we'll call out our own, like we did with Wrangler. Wrangler.
Hey, sir, can I ask you, when's the last time that you were doxxed by a First Amendment auditor?
He done things that we don't agree with.
20 feet away already.
I believe he's still in jail.
Yeah.
He won't be welcome back into this community.
Where was our 15 feet there?
People who in our side of the fence, do things that's wrong, we'll call them out.
2026.
Get back on the sidewalk. Where are you at? Or what? Get back on the sidewalk. I'll arrest you. How about that?
What will you arrest him, sir? I'm just observing. What would he be arrested for, sir? I'm just observing here.
Do all you want to. I'm saying stay on the sidewalk. It's active roadway.
Right, but what would he get arrested for? There are no cars coming through here, sir. This is a pedestrian
Come on,
area here.
push
sir.
it. Push it and get
right here,
arrested.
only
Oh
pedestrians.
yes,
can
please
fit-
push it.
no
You
cars.
know,
Like
Leroy Truth is not gonna push it. Like we already
there's
said,
no
he's
cars.
out on
A car
bond.
can't fit through this.
You don't want that bond
gateway here.
revoked.
Can you apologize to that gentleman? Because you were wrong, sir. Can you apologize to him?
That's not a bad idea, Max. I wish I had bingo cards made up.
I'll give you one last chance to apologize to this gentleman because you lied to him. This is not a roadway here, sir. This is a pedestrian.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer decide DESAI should number 11760 Midtown South Precinct.
All right, go make a complaint.
Oh, you're gonna file a complaint.
I'm a witness, sir, that you were literally not in the roadway. He lied and said you were in the roadway.
I was right
We
here.
literally saw the man get up on the curb, so he was in the road. I'm like, do we not know they record things that we watch it?
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just completely crazy that this literally made the case against them and for us. They didn't want transparency. They had their secret press conference.
It wasn't a secret press conference. You just were not invited.
And they literally said they're afraid of us.
He also looked like a Timu version of the ball guy from Star Trek.
Police officer or non-police officer,
Jean-Luc
an American. There are laws already
Yeah,
for that.
Jean-Luc
There are
Picard.
additional special laws for this magical bubble 15-foot halo. Sounds like an angel. Angels get halos, not police officers. I'm going to get a t-shirt. Angels get halos, not police officers.
Okay, you want a real
We
example
need to be able to
of
document based upon the conditions
why
on the
halo
ground.
laws need to be in
What if
effect?
there are 6 or 7 police officers piling on top
Donut operator
of an innocent
covered
man or an innocent woman
body cam
and wailing
footages
on them?
of traffic stop.
And we need to be close
One,
to document what they're
a
doing.
guy ran up on the police
can't be
while they
limited.
were on a traffic stop. Just
And
talked
the
to
police
guy,
cannot be dictating laws in our country.
Warning ticket. Just
That's
it was not a
backwards.
ticket itself. It was just a warning.
As I was talking
Hey,
with Sean of Long Island Audit
get
earlier,
fixed.
he says police
Do
want
run
to
up on him with a
destroy the
hatchet.
First Amendment. These police officers here,
right?
who are part of this
Trying to
protest,
attack the
they
cop.
want to destroy the First Amendment. And we're
There
not
was
going to
an
let that
incident
happen
in Utah.
peacefully.
Cop was on a ride along.
We're the last line of defense against that
He pulled
tyranny.
a guy over for a busted taillight. He's like, "Yeah, I know."
Nowhere should the police ever be able to dictate
I'm just trying to make sure
and create
I'm
laws
drive home.
that
Guy walks up on him and tells him, "I sniffed you.
transparency.
I'm doing a citizen's audit, and I sniffed you." Then he jumps on the dude's truck, pulls out a pipe, and pulls out a bladed object, tries to charge at the cop, and then tries to go after the person inside the cop's car who's
You
on a
want me to
ride
call
along.
an announcer? You wouldn't let us in the event.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I covered that
In the
video.
house.
And one reason they got the halo law here from
Sure it is.
Florida, it's not just
He's
the
famous.
police,
You
it's
know him. You love
also
him.
the
He's got
they
3
was
million
going as far as,
subscribers.
you
Not
know,
yet, but he will soon.
harassing the EMTs and the fire department.
And he's
Why are you
drinking a
bothering
beautiful beverage.
EMTs? Why are you bothering the fire
Nourishing beverage.
department?
Oh, there's good guy activism with his beer bottle.
Hey, sir. Why would you swear?
Supporting something against your oath, you dog.
Why would he swear at you?
Because
He
that's his
swore
First
at you,
Amendment
and
right.
that was very unprofessional.
Might be unprofessional, but it's his
You're
right
supposed
as
to be better than that.
a U.S. citizen to say what he thinks. He's expressing his opinion.
Professional peacekeeper.
It sounds like his feelings. Remember, they like to push, but you're not the feelings police. It sounds like Leroy just got his feelings hurt.
I haven't followed what they're talking about, but she's a very good speaker.
Has also had an impact on the city council speaker. Although she did not fulfill her promise to submit the bill to the city council.
Hey, soon, good guy activism didn't steal David New York's bail money.
Oh, wow.
Look at you. You know you're a hypocrite piece of shit. That's why you're smiling, you hypocrite pieces of shit. You dogs.
You're wondering why they want the Halo law.
Pile of shit.
And you see David of Auditing Erie County, they're just running up on people leaving the protest, calling them dogs, insulting them.
But no, remember, they're journalists. I guess journalists could call, people dogs and everything. They so-called journalists. They do journalism. That's what they say.
Yet as the saying goes, the revolution is not yet complete.
DJ, that's fine if you want to talk to me about it. I
What are your
know,
thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to take a look at the chats
I have an
here.
issue with it.
Let's see.
I did a video this morning on
Take a look at
Nasty
the chat.
Nathaniel and his friend going to a Scientology
We
mission.
have here.
I don't agree with the Church of Scientology's beliefs. They don't fit me. But I respect their freedom of religion. If that's what they want to believe, fine. But I don't care if you are a Christian, a Jew, Muslim, flying spaghetti monster, Scientologist. You have the right to practice your faith in your houses of worship. That's your right.
You know, Harris played your video this morning. Harris played your video this morning, and you said something that that Scientology, they have a sketchy background and they need to be investigated.
He's got quite the loudspeaker there.
Yes,
and it's true they have a sketchy background to be investigated. But if you want to go, if you want to go there, you should also take it further. Every religious background should be investigated because they all have done some sketchy stuff. The Catholics, the Baptists, all of them. They have done a lot of things that's in the past. They should be investigated for.
Now I know the Church of Scientology. They've got issues that they dealt with, and I know about some of the stuff they've done in the past, like they're going after political figures, harassing families, the dissociation programs they have. That's not cool. I don't agree with that.
Hey, sir,
but if they want to worship a space alien, hey, that's their right.
That's their business. That's their right.
If you're not hurting anybody and you want to practice any religion that
here in New York City, it's a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I'm Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations. Thanks to Aria of AB Designs.
Yep.
And we got two feeds on here, mine and Guard State Accountability.
And when I say I actually believe in the First Amendment, I believe in all aspects.
And also, too,
I believe they have their right to counter protest. I believe they have their right to freedom of speech.
Hey, sir, can I ask you what was the protest about today? What was the meeting?
You're welcome, man. I hope you come back, and I hope you subscribe if you haven't already.
Can you
And
just tell me what the protest was about?
check out some of the other videos. Check out the podcast.
Take them away. They're mute. I would think
They're
everyone
not
would
mute.
want
They
to
just don't
talk
want to talk
about
to you. That's their
Right, and that's their right. They don't have to talk to them.
that we have.
That's how you know. That's how you know that the First Amendment doesn't end at the door for them. Even though they say
so many instances
how they like to put it,
our rights are taken away,
public
where
service,
police
they don't have to
violate
talk
rights
to
all
you.
over the
That's how you know the First
Probably
Amendment
tens of
doesn't end
thousands of
just for
videos
them.
online. Maybe hundreds of thousands, probably actually, of police violating people's rights. Understand, I'm not anti-cop. I know someone
really?
is not anti-cop. We are about exposing bad police officers who violate our rights and hurt innocent people. And
Look how he's covering that bottle.
thing, like stopping a bad cop.
Is that Creepy David?
I didn't know you were here.
I'm like a ninja.
I bumped into something here.
Hey, Sue Bear.
If a police officer,
Yeah, that's
good
Creepy
police
David.
officer, they will stop a bad police officer, and it almost never happens. And what's your opinion?
There's no such thing as good police, bro.
What's your opinion?
So what would make a good cop?
You tell me.
Whoever arrests and beat people the most? Is that what makes it? Because you have to be good at your job, right? So how many people can you arrest for victimless crimes, or like what makes a good cop?
That's a very important
There's no
point.
such thing as
And
a
that's the
victimless
whole
crime. There's
crux
always
of
a
it.
victim
It's
in a
about
crime.
Police
I hate that.
arresting, harassing people, following people,
You know that
doxing people for
police
victimless crimes.
You know that police in America kill 3 people a day? That's crazy. You know how many people?
Can he show evidence of that?
Zero.
Can he point that any evidence of that? Proof?
You support the police? You French?
Oh, what is police like in France?
Police French.
What are the police like in France? Do they respect your right, policia?
Yeah, I'm gonna call BS on that too.
Yes, yes. They have guns in France. They do.
But and what do? They violate rights. They arrest innocent people sometimes, or a lot of times.
Good or no?
Say what?
They treat the people good or they treat the people bad?
Good.
Good.
Well, you said medium though, so there's.
Yeah, it's medium.
But here's the thing, though, NCR. If
What are
they just say
what
they
are some
like to,
examples that
arrest
aren't good
people
that
and
police do in
violate their
France that
rights,
are not good
okay,
against the
then
people?
take them to court, sue them, but you never see them do it.
That's the big problem we have
Well,
with
medium doesn't make one good.
a lot of
Yeah.
these, auditors who say that all cops are bad and the cops are violating rights. Thanks to body cam, a lot of things has come out. We've seen bad cops get exposed thanks to body cam. We've seen good cops get the praise they deserve.
They don't want people taking pictures of them.
See, like I said, I'm for good policing. I'm for, get the bad police and get the bad police officers out of the way. Get them out. I'm for that.
Hey, we got to
But
speak
then
French.
also you got these guys right here that's not making it even better.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Damien.
Now, there's the community guy.
And
He's
the reason
perfectly
why
on
I
the
say
phone
that
right
they
there.
misquote the law, they misquote the Constitution, they
Could be. So what are your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? Here, I want to go back to the chats here. And let's see.
Because it makes him feel like a real journalist.
Oh yeah, AV Designs, the 2 shots.
It's the same reason why
Hey, hello,
Pulp News
everybody.
does the exact same thing.
And you said cops are pretty good in Australia. You tell me about COVID, and you tell me that they're good when they were arresting people in Australia, left and right.
Okay.
The lockdowns here were insane. They were 1,000 times worse in Australia.
They do realize the cops did not
hello,
make
this is Leroy
the
Cruz.
laws that they had to enforce.
right. I'm like,
Hey,
that's what I
you're
was just thinking. Like, they don't make the laws, they enforce them. If you have a problem with the law, you take that with the legislators.
Blackbird, no. He does have his bottle with him. We did see him with his bottle. Robster, good to see you, buddy.
All right. So hold on, we got someone. Oh, she's good. She's good.
Go up and talk to her. You're the journalist. Go talk to her. Go interview her. You're the journalist.
They called the police.
That was a prime example to do an interview.
Yes, you are the journalist.
So here's
You literally are saying you're a journalist.
That it was 99% police that were part of this protest. It appeared to be.
I'm doing good, Robster. I hope you're doing good too, mate.
Only a few people that some would call bootlickers.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He haven't had Mrs. Bigfoot stop by, but other than that, you'll be okay later.
And we were completely blocked from going into our event. And as you may have heard in my live stream, that we are literally the targets of this event. Any citizen journalist, any First Amendment auditor, any independent journalist. And it was so ironic and really makes the case against them and for us that they literally wouldn't be transparent enough to let us be there to see what they're going to say, to hear what they're going to say about us as they're trying to demonize us, Sean, to the whole world, to try to get this bill passed to make us to be the bad ones, to be the dangerous ones.
Well,
when good guy activism just said earlier, I'm not sure if this statistic is correct, but he had said that on average,
of course it's not correct.
3 people a day.
Let me look this up here.
And he asked,
we're
many
actually going to do
people a day are unalive by First
here.
Amendment auditors and independent journalists, and the number is 0. So,
the way if you want to take these people seriously, you know a way they could have done this.
Okay. All right.
I muted your live stream, so there won't be any echoes, but it's definitely loud over there.
Oh yeah, we got a big sound system behind us, people yelling, and God bless them.
According to what I pulled up on Bing,
now
approximately
3.73
people per day are unalived by police
him out to me
in the United States.
I didn't recognize him,
and that
he looked
data
about 30
is
years
based
older
on
in the video. I don't know why.
the 2024
the detective?
Yeah, the
transparency
and he said, "No, I'm not going to talk to you. Got to go inside." And I said, "Well, can I come?" So, well, it's up to them. And then I asked him questions.
Zero,
and he did answer some
brutality,
and they're not good answers. So I'm going to add that once we create the static on this. But I was also asking other police officers, give me an example,
statement,
officer,
it really doesn't
of someone who
have any
had the last
facts
person
to
who
it.
had doxed someone or doxed you. And one of the officers said, "Oh, well, we'll get our stuff together after this." What do you mean after this? The entire basis of this, Sean, is that
You know
they have
what I
all
was
these
getting ready to
examples.
say. You know where they could
supposedly,
have all this
of
could have
people,
been.
like, extremely harassing and
They
attacking
could
them.
have, you know,
And
if
no
you want
one,
to take
not
them
one
serious,
single
you know what they could have
officer
done.
I spoke with today
What's that?
before the live stream
They actually could have
and
went to
during
the
the
state
live stream
assembly
could
and
come up
asked,
with a
can they
single answer.
testify before
So,
the state assembly and tell them their side of the story, tell them their side on why this bill shouldn't be passed. But you think they really do that?
Who works for Cop Talk.
Right.
You know, it was I was doing a lot of commentary while he was talking and stopping it because it was just, to me, you know, he had the boot so far in his mouth he couldn't even spit out anything. He had no firm examples. They have no firm examples of people who are harassing police officers. No firm examples of doxing. No evidence. It's all feelings. And that's what they're doing here. That's what's
I'll do
going
this
on.
right now. I'll do this right now.
I watched one of the videos from Fox News. I was showing it on my live stream, and I brought it up. I have it right here. And
released a video.
The detective right here, ladies and
He was
gentlemen.
interfering on a traffic stop. He got close to the
Check
officer.
out his channel. You'll love the video
Right.
for that. But I was telling everybody that these
New
people,
Jersey
they
audit
use their influence.
released a
That's why we
video
need to
this
come
week
together and unite as people.
of him trying to interfere with the cops detaining a combative suspect. We have seen Chile interfere on traffic stops. We have seen Sean do it.
They use that in order to blackmail.
We have seen people like Chuck Bronson. We have seen people like Liberty Troll. We've seen Regan just recently get in trouble, and now she's got a court case on her doxing a police officer. We have seen frauditors go after homeless people and provoke confrontations. We have seen them. We have seen them do horrific things.
Right, absolutely.
There have been frauditers
we have the
convicted
power of connection and organization peacefully,
doing crimes
throughout
against
the country and
children
throughout the world, through our various channels and every single one of our viewers and subscribers and supporters.
There is proof
and
out
patriots.
there. You just
we
have
to
to
come
look for it.
together.
You have to open your eyes to it
and peacefully demand that this bill not get passed. And when I was doing the live stream, I don't know if you saw, Sean, at one point, Senator or Assemblywoman or Senator Scanlon or whatever her name was, had walked right by me. And I did ask her a question about it, but she walked away, not surprisingly. But
the senator who wrote the bill.
Yeah, the senator wrote the bill. She walked right by me because there was a very big detective.
I would love to see them go and protest Brandon Herrera.
360, pushed me out backwards.
Who was that?
They let her in, and they let many other people in without documentation. Many went there. They looked like they belonged.
The AK guy,
and they
Brandon Herrera. He's actually running for Texas's 23rd district seat as a Republican.
But
okay.
Thing is a real press credential.
He's on the Unsubscribed podcast with Donut Operator, Electrician, Eli Double Tap, Angry Cops.
We were prevented from going into a protest against us. So we weren't even given 15 feet today, Sean, like Dan was saying. They gave us 150 feet. So you give the police 15 feet, they're going to take 25, 35, 150. Pretty soon, they will outlaw cameras. And I believe they've done that in other parts of the world, of recording the police. It's nuts.
You can't compare other parts of the world to the U.S.
Again, I appreciate you.
No, because other countries doesn't have a constitution. That's why. Well, they may have a constitution, but they don't have, what's in our constitution, they may not have in theirs.
Like, I know this for a fact. Australia really does not have free speech. They do have laws against free speech. The UK has some of the strictest laws when it comes to free speech. Like, they have laws there. If you say something online, you can be arrested for it.
Make sure you subscribe, have notifications turned on.
Look at Canada. You get arrested for what they call stunting. You know, you covered that video.
Yes. Right now, there's a bill in Canada trying to take people's Second Amendment rights. They're trying to take away their firearms.
We couldn't hear that. We couldn't hear all that.
Oh, you're breaking up, Sean. Let's see if you're back. We lost you for a minute.
Yep. You can't compare
You're back.
other
You're back
countries
now.
do to what
Yeah.
we have
Yeah,
here,
if you
the
would
freedoms
if
we
you would
have
like
here.
to, if you'd like go to Leroy Truth's investigations channel, you guys can watch the rest of the stream. I'm gonna head off. I got work to do. Got other work to do. So I appreciate you, Leroy. Thank you for your great reporting from down on the ground.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
you. Yep.
All right, I appreciate everything you do, Sean. God bless you, and we'll see you soon. And Vinny says hi. Okay, God bless you.
All right, sounds good.
All right, gentlemen, so we're going to continue for another 10, 15, 20 minutes, and people are coming over from Sean's channel, so welcome. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to Leroy Truth and Leroy Truth Investigations, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel, and also go to the armyoffreedom.com. Very important. Go to the armyoffreedom.com, join. It'll take 6 seconds, and we will be sending an email out to everyone. We will never sell your information. It is just ours. And we will send an email that will have information on who to contact in the New York State Senate and the New York State Assembly and the New York State Governor.
Yeah,
To make sure this bill does not pass.
Very hard.
The police are going to do everything possible to vilify us. And here's the thing: what the police leadership are doing,
I don't agree with. I may not like guns personally,
because it doesn't represent every police officer.
The Second Amendment and why
every
we
police
have it.
officer doesn't want this.
You know,
But
we
the
have it for a
leadership
reason
is,
in this country.
And we need the police. Anyone who identifies as a good police officer, you need to speak up and not say, well, but they're going to fire me. But if they fire you, you're a whistleblower, you sue them. Be integrity. There are two types of police officers: conformists and moralists. Conformists will do whatever they are told, regardless of what is right. And a moralist will do whatever is right, regardless of what they are told. So any police officers who are watching this, contact me. My contact information is in there. Call or text me, 201-953-9984. 100% confidentially. I've had police officers all over the country contact me. Confidential.
I don't know why, but this dude
and
gives
share
me
what's
cheap
going
car
on the
salesman.
inside.
You can't
with the
believe
bill
anything
and
he
the
says.
strategy that the police leadership
Sir,
is
this car
doing
has
to
massive
try to
dents and it's
take away
missing the
not
engine.
just
Oh,
our
but it'll
rights,
run fine. Trust me, it's going to run
every
fine.
American's rights.
I know.
We're just the
Every
front
time I see
line.
this
We're the
guy
last
get
line of
cheap car
defense
salesman.
against the tyranny. But they take away our First Amendment right to record how we choose to record, not how they say we can record. If
There
anyone
was a
does
man
physically
before the last
interfere, there's
one
already laws
who actually
against
tried this before, and they didn't
that.
have
And
a
no one should
problem with it.
physically interfere.
Like
But
a
we have a right to
50-foot
get a
rule.
reasonable distance
He
where
said,
we
"Look,
can make sure
you've got
we
a
are
camera in your phone
capturing
that's got
the footage
perfectly
of what
good
they
zoom.
are
You can
doing."
zoom in. They didn't say
Right,
anything
Anything
your
to
about
make an
camera,
arbitrary 15 feet
your
halo.
camera,
And by
your
the way,
camera
a
can
lot of people
zoom
that
in.
say,
That's
well,
why they
15 feet
saying,
is reasonable.
like here in Florida, it's 25 feet.
And
The officers say, well, you shouldn't have a problem being 25 feet if your camera
logic,
can
their
zoom in.
psychology behind this. Florida, I think, has 25. Oh, but 15 is not that far. There can be no number attached to it. We need to be able to do our job. They keep saying, well, we got to do our job, but we don't stop them from doing their job. And if someone is physically
Didn't
stopping
Lone
them,
Star
they can arrest them.
audits
if they're
just get
physically
arrested for
interfering.
running
That's
up onto the
obstruction,
cops while they were trying to
not
put somebody in the
recording
back of
with
the
our
car?
cameras.
Yep.
This is not
We seen it.
harassment.
Yeah,
That's not
I saw it.
harassment.
I saw it on Unclean Hands.
That's documentation.
Yeah.
That's journalism.
That's
This
exactly
is
what happened.
journalism. Yeah, let's take some questions here. They're coming to chat. And here, I'm taking a look at my other phone here.
And you know what? When they say they like the First, you know,
Yeah,
they for
take a look at
everybody
my other-
First Amendment. But as soon as you
That's
say
the
something to them in their
right
chat or
to record
And what is
in a
that?
comment
The New York
section, they
State Right
delete
to
it.
Record Act. You have the right.
Oh yeah.
You have the right to record.
So they're not for your First Amendment unless
officers
you
in the
agree with
course of
them.
their duties.
Stand back a little.
Oh, sorry. You have the right to record police officers in the course of their duties in the state of New York. The HALO law violates that law.
They're right on. And that's already a law. There's already, well, number one, we already have the Constitution.
So you
That's
telling me
the
that you
supreme
can't
law of
stand
the
15
land.
feet back and record them?
Everything else is repugnant
It's
to the
basically that's what
Constitution.
they
because it
saying.
violates the Constitution. But New York City,
Okay.
they actually passed an additional law over and above the Constitution. God bless New York City, called the Right to Record Act.
No,
And
that's in all of New York State. That's a state law.
no, I said that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I thought you
Or,
said
or,
city
or maybe I said the city.
Yeah.
I thought it was the city. It's a
No,
state.
it's a state.
You are
I
dealing with two
correct. Thank you.
geniuses here.
So if it's a state law, if he's correct, it means even over and above the Constitution, Man, they're loud. Let's kind of go down this a
Okay,
little bit.
if they're still allowing you 15 feet
Very loudly,
to
and God
film,
bless them. They're protesting. They have
you
a right
can
to
still film the
protest.
police. It's not like they're
using a
saying you
super
can't
loudspeaker.
film the police at all.
Right.
We have a speaker.
It's just like the Halo
we
law
are
here.
speakers.
Don't mention nothing about that. You can still film the police. You just need to be 25 feet away. And plus, your camera could zoom in on them. What's the
What's
the problem? Like you 25 feet away. That's safety for
The
you
New York
and
State
safety
Right
for
to
them.
Record Act actually comes from the First Amendment.
That is a great
it's a federal-
question.
it was a,
Do,
you know,
do
federal.
they know
We have
forum
the
doc?
right to record government officials in the course of their duties, whether they're police officers.
Do they know what a
government
public
officials,
forum is, what a
anyone
limited
who
forum
work-
is,
anyone who
what a
collects
non-public forum
taxpayer
is?
money. We have the right to.
You know what?
record
Some
them
of them
at all
say they
times.
do, but
And
they
it's
still ignore
critical
it.
that our right not be violated or obstructed. The police keep talking about obstruction of their rights. Our rights are constantly obstructed, and we're the last line of defense against tyranny. Independent American journalists. And how do you become a journalist? Let's see. Real easy. I want to make sure police are not violating rights. I want to make sure our government people, the mayors and the senators and councilmen, are violating rights. Here you go. You're a journalist. No credentials needed. And you have this.
And that's the reason why you wasn't admitted
It's backwards because I have a front
into what was going on today. You didn't have any
this-
credentials.
Great size. And
Isaac,
this
I'm sorry. I'll try to turn the
guarantees
volume
our
back
rights.
up
This
some
doesn't
more.
give us rights, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people say, well, the Constitution
born
gives
with
us
our
rights. Our rights are intrinsic. Once we're born, we have these rights. A government does not bestow them on us. This was created, the Constitution, to protect not the government from the people, but the people from the government. And when the government violates this, then those laws are null and void.
You know, Leroy, you know what I find extremely funny? This July 4th is going to be a milestone in our country. 250 years since the Declaration of Independence was signed. And do you know the Second Amendment? Did you know the Second Amendment? You have the right to protect you and your family. Yes, and a lot of Second Amendment auditors, a lot of Second Amendment people know that. But when I asked the question, do you know why you have the Second Amendment? A lot of people don't even know why. And I said it's to protect you and your family from a tyrannical, corrupt government. Understand, it came out after the Civil War.
The Second Amendment was that was original.
Yes. And the Second Amendment is to protect you and your family from a tyrannical, corrupt government.
Hey, you want to come on here?
You know, there's something I'm going to have to play.
Oh, yeah? You want to say
when they
something? You
end
don't have to be
this,
on camera.
because it's like one of the best things.
I just came to support, you know. We met before. We were at the rally over there in Long
I remember
Island.
you.
You remember? Yeah.
Now
yeah.
I didn't first. Now I remember.
Yeah, I had a mask back then, but
you don't want to be on camera.
No, I'm very camera shy.
Okay.
I start
Let me pull this
stuttering
up
and
here.
I've stopped making sense.
All right. And so,
Let me get this straight.
what's your
The guy-
take on this? This
You don't want to
protest
be
and
on
this law?
camera, but they will put everybody else on
You know
camera.
what? I haven't been keeping up that much, but I'm not aware of any law that they're trying to pass. What is it? Oh, the Halo law,
Oh.
like they have in Florida.
I'm like right in front of you here.
Oh,
I
my
forgot.
God.
I was on a different camera here. I'm like right.
Yeah,
in the camera.
definitely. I totally disagree with it, and you know, I think it's a bad thing, you know, for transparency and stuff, you know. So it's something that any cop can come and say, hey, look, you're within the 25 feet limit, and they're gonna lock you up, you know.
And how are you supposed to expose corruption if they do that? That's
You
the thing.
can't. I mean, you know, it's all about.
No, you
They don't
can.
like the camera because the
They don't
cameras
like the
done with their
cameras.
hands and
The
cookies
cameras is out the bag, you know. Like the camera
Oh,
is a bad cop's downfall.
Yeah.
The cameras is a done deal, unless they abolish all cameras, which is going to be impossible. You know,
especially flock cameras.
Well, they can abolish our cameras, and that's what they're trying to do. That's what these are all incremental moves toward
These
making
Halo laws don't mention
photography
anything
a
about a
crime,
camera.
when you're photographing public officials, because they have this new 15-foot Halo law. Doesn't just apply that they're trying to get passed, has not been passed yet, and it's being sponsored by someone like Senator Scanlon or Senlin or something. I got to get the whole name.
Corrupt too.
And if someone could find out who the name is, put it in the chat here. What's the senator who is sponsoring this bill? But not only is a 15-foot halo for the police officers, a 15-foot halo for judges and prosecutors, and this is against journalism.
I haven't seen
against our First
anything
Amendment
about
rights.
judges or politicians.
Yeah.
I've seen it from first responders, firefighters, EMS,
I would do it anyway. I'll take the ride to jail.
police, but
You know, I've been to jail a few times unjustifiably, just like your story.
Yep.
I got the
too.
same one. I got
I
a
was
bunch of
wrongfully
them.
incarcerated too. Never
You
committed
know?
a crime.
Completely
Well, he went to jail for 6 months. I went to the first day of his trial, and
I love Leroy. It was great.
and so he was attacked,
Assaulted with a weapon
by a security guard, and he defended himself.
Wait. Head of public safety. Public safety director. I'm sorry.
And he was ex Secret Service. He was head of Secret Service. at
Head
one
of the
point.
Secret Service.
And this is in
President's
Huntington, New York.
right-hand man.
And he, I'm going to cover this video. I may have covered a little. I don't remember.
You did.
Or maybe I didn't. I want to cover it again, the whole thing.
Especially an update.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so much. And the video shows he was attacked. Video was attacked. First with a sign, a very heavy sign.
we called him
And
video
then
instead of Vinny.
the
Okay.
head of security, I say that with very, quotes here. when Vinny literally backed up out of one office, one room, he's against the wall of another,
And I was in fear for my life.
and he was in fear for his
I
life.
didn't want his knee in the back of my neck.
And suddenly the security guard slams his phone out of his hand,
It's raised my chin, then knocked the phone out of my hand.
and then Vinny punched him once in self-defense. Vinny gets arrested. Now, of course, when he went to trial, he was found not guilty, right? No, he was found guilty. Went to jail for 6 months. It was insane. All on video. The whole thing's on video.
That's not even the
I
caveat.
believe it's
The caveat
that
is
sounds like it's a little bit more to that story.
Stupid me thinking you're going to get a randomly selected
It
jury.
got to be some more to that story. 'Cause
Police.
well, nobody go to jail for
Every
6
single
months
member of the
just for
jury
something
was
like that.
related to a police
It got
officer.
to be something else to that
And then on
story.
top of that, I dug into the judge and I looked up all 200 and something worth of donations to his campaign to be a judge, right? Because judges have to be elected like politicians to get their job as a judge, right? All it takes is one discrepancy. That one discrepancy that I found, and it's because whistleblowers told me to look into it. They told me anonymously to look into it. They couldn't tell me what it was, but they told me where to look. And I go to find out a union that represents local government officials, and it says the Huntington Town Hall specifically, and New York's, and also Suffolk County Police Department. This union represents local government officials.
Okay. And
for his campaign, which is a huge conflict of interest, and it literally says Friends of Evan M. Zuckerman.
Okay.
That's the name of the judge. And that's proof right there. He's doing favors for his friends. It says Friends of Evan M. Zuckerman on the thing.
Wow.
Okay, what about Friends of the Night?
What is the
point? At the sentencing, he told me that our civil rights were meant to be amended. On the bench, he said this because he was really mad because I called him out on his corruption on my social media pages. So he's like,
Did you do that while you were on trial?
I did it right before my sentencing. As soon as my trial ended and I got railroaded, I went on my social media pages and I called him out by name because it's public record. And I said how he's a tyrannical, corrupt judge. So he says, so the DA said, well, he doesn't have a criminal record, so we recommend 3 years probation, anger management, and drug testing. And the judge says, he goes, how dare you go on your social media pages and call me out by name saying I'm a tyrannical,
You do realize
judge. He goes, well,
the judges
guess what?
can
Your civil rights are
reject
meant to be amended.
the suggestions of the prosecution.
And you think you're going to get 3 years?
Yeah.
probation? He goes, no. He goes, you deserve 6 months in the county jail so you could learn your lesson. I go, oh, you mean learn my lesson on standing up to government corruption like yourself, judge? Get out of my courtroom, blah, blah, blah. And that's when they pulled me off.
So you went to jail. It was
pulled a chain in
retaliation
court.
because
I called him out on corruption.
Right.
He used his feelings to sentence me.
So the prosecutor or DA, they were going to give you probation, 3 years.
She was fresh out of college, literally fresh out of college. She actually had the nerve. Get this. The DA asked me on cross-examination. She had the nerve to ask me if I had permission to record in the town clerk's office. You know what my answer was to that? I said, well, did Rosa Parks ask for permission to sit at the front of the bus? That was her civil rights. She didn't have to ask for permission. Me recording in a town clerk's office is my civil right, and I didn't have to ask for permission either. She goes, and she's flipping through her papers to find the next question, and everyone's like, you can hear the whole courtroom go when I said that. I know it's a
I doubt that happened.
It fits the narrative.
I really doubt that happened.
Wow. All right. Well, Vinny, we're going to cover your story. I'm going to go back to
what he's saying
for a few more minutes. So stay with me. We're going to see if
definitely.
anyone else
With multiple grains of salt.
What's going on? Did I miss the whole thing or what?
Yeah.
Because you see Leroy Truth don't look that impressed with that.
Around. Hold on. And I'm going to go about 5-10 more minutes, Aria. Then we're going to
Did any of
call it
the
a day.
guys show up or just?
All right. So let's see if anything else is going on here. And so appreciate each of you being here today on this beautiful New York City weather day, but a tornado, hurricane destruction day
that you're talking
of the police protesting against the First Amendment rights of independent journalists and documenting their whatever they're doing in their jobs. Hey, gentlemen, just a quick question. When's the last time any First Amendment auditor either doxed you or attacked you or harassed you, gentlemen? Just give me an example. Someone just bumped into me here, probably on purpose. Just give me just one example. I'm being respectful to you. And because this whole protest bill is about that they're saying that First Amendment auditors are harassing and attacking and doxing police officers. So if that's true, I'm just asking, each of you to give an example. Each of you to give an example of when the last time you were doxed. How come you could be there?
Because they're doing traffic control.
Place we could be here. So when's the last time, sir, that you were doxed or attacked by a First Amendment auditor? Hey, you're bumping your own guy there. So give me an example. No one has an example. They're trying to get a law passed for something that doesn't exist. First Amendment auditors and independent journalists do not harass or attack or dox police officers.
All that is a lie. All that is a lie.
When's the last time you were harassed or doxed or attacked by a First Amendment auditor? And why did you turn your backs on me, gentlemen? I wouldn't do that to you.
Can you not see what he's doing? He's trying to pay attention
When's the last
to
time
the car
some First
leaving.
Amendment auditor doxed you or harassed you or attacked you? Or did it never happen? If it did, I want an example, and I also want the person's name, because if
Sean Paul
someone attacks
Reyes.
you, or me or anyone, it's wrong.
And if they do provide them with it, he ain't gonna do nothing about it.
No, because I already know what
You
he would
just
say.
saved
Well,
her
that's just-
life.
That's an isolated incident.
See, that was protection and serving.
Think about it. If you gave them evidence of one auditor doing it,
so a car was coming.
that's
and a
just
police
an
officer
isolated incident.
Stop
Or-
this woman because she didn't realize the car was coming.
just brought it
So
up.
you just did a good thing, sir. And I acknowledge when a police officer does something right. You just
LIA
protect
is in
and
trouble
serve.
for the sort of
So
thing.
can you
and
protect and serve
so
one last thing? And
Same
just
with
give me
Chile.
one example. Or tell me if you don't have any. When someone doxed you or harassed you or attacked you,
Hey,
they were
Parson,
filming you in
good
the
to
course
see
of
you.
your duty.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Can you give me just one example? That's it. Is there any examples? Do you find what I'm doing? is
Jose
this
Maria
professional,
de
or do you
Castro,
feel it's
he
a
did it.
harassment?
Regan Benson, LIA.
You can give me your personal opinion on this.
Uh,
Are we having a professional interaction? Or do you
Dan
consider
did it
this
to a
harassment? I'm
private
recording our-
business.
and document our interaction. You could talk to me. You seem like a good guy, but you're on the edge. All right. Well, I'm disappointed you won't even answer.
He's basically begging for an interview, isn't he?
No.
Blackbird, you're 100% right.
Remember, we're not the enemy. No. The enemy are the bad people. And they're really not the enemy, but that's your job to take bad people off the street, not ignore professional, good people that are just documenting interactions. So I'm disappointed in you, sir. I hope we can have a dialogue.
Well, they don't want to have a talk with you.
There's
Leave
this
them
whole blue
alone.
line thing that's been created, like us against them, and we're all on the same side. We're red, white, and blue. I don't have my own flag. First Amendment auditors do not have their own flag. You have your own flag, officers.
Okay,
Again,
make
they
your
don't
own
have to
They
flag.
don't like we the people.
Make
So I'm going
your
to turn the
own
camera
flag.
around here.
Because the
And
blue line
then
flag is not the only line
around.
flag. There is a red, a blue,
and then I'm going to wrap this
yellow,
up.
a purple.
So if anyone is inspired to do a super chat,
one for security. There's one for firefighters.
Hey, the exposure report.
Soldiers.
Hello there. Please subscribe to the exposure report on YouTube. That's David Snow, the exposure report. One of the coolest names I know, David Snow. Can you create a song about that, David? And that police officer seemed like on the edge, like maybe I'll talk, maybe I'll be human to Leroy. But then he didn't. The blue line demon took over his mind. He was so close to being a red, white, and blue American to me. But then he allowed the blue line demon to take over, and he wouldn't talk, wouldn't speak.
So because he didn't talk to you, that makes
This
him a
dude sound
demon.
like a complete jackass.
Here, I got a bee. They probably have like this special robot bee. They just sicked on me here.
Oh,
it's
yes,
a
just
little
like
bee
the
drone.
fake
Looks like a bee,
bear.
but it's a drone. So yeah, if anyone's inspired to do a super chat, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Give, Send, Go. I have my Give, Send, Go legal defense fund. I was just indicted yesterday and facing 5 years in state prison for trying to protect children in Union City, New Jersey schools from alleged S-predator Edwin Marinez, a Union City assistant principal, who
Yes,
Mayor
Carson.
Senator Brian
The
Stack is
robot bees
protecting
that the
him
NYPD
and
have.
over 50 other alleged S-predators in Union City schools who have allegedly assaulted hundreds and hundreds of children in Union City schools. Mayor Senator Brian Stack of Union City, New Jersey, he needs to be arrested. He needs to be in a court of law where every single part of his criminal cartel has to be exposed to the world. And he's got to be held accountable to the full extent of the law. And
He better have
goes to
some
jail for the
strong
rest of
evidence
his
of that.
He's trying to
Some
get
really
me in
strong
prison.
evidence.
And I've heard they have a whole thing they're trying to, I heard he's trying to get an acting judge and an acting prosecutor in my case so that there's no accountability. So they'll just do my case and fly off into the sunset and railroad me and try to get me in prison for 5 years. Why? Because I'm exposing the corruption, the extreme corruption of Mayor Senator Brian Stack and the extreme S-predator Jeffrey Epstein Island in Union City, New Jersey. So I got good activism here as we're finishing up for the day. What are your final words for today's and what's your experience been?
What is so hard about teaching the fucking NYPD to put up tape? What's so hard about that? Put up some fucking tape. You want a barrier? Put up tape. And then they have other officers come and set up a barrier.
And where?
That's in like a crazy, if like crazy incident happens, you always see them like barricade.
It doesn't stop
beating
them.
the shit out of somebody.
Right. Oh, instead of
how many times does that happen
right.
where they barricade them beating the shit out of somebody?
Yeah.
And there's like 20 people recording.
Right.
They never get hurt or attacked.
No.
They started getting attacked by the migrants, was beating the shit out of them, kicking them in the fucking head.
Really?
Yeah. People come, the migrants coming over, they don't play that shit. They don't fuck with cops in their country.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Cops get killed in those countries, so they come here. NYPD ain't shit to them.
Right.
You know, they was kicking them in the head.
Blackbird, I brought that up in Sean's last live
Every
stream.
New Yorker to pick up a camera.
I didn't get a response. I asked him would he call out and denounce the auditors who have committed crimes against women and children, and nothing.
So if you even approach them while they're recording, they're gonna.
No, they don't say anything about that.
No police officer is going to bring a 15-foot ruler with them. It's going to be the subjective. Oh, you're 15 feet when you're 20 feet, 25 feet.
And then you got to beat it in court. You got to fucking, you know what I mean?
Right.
I pray that this bill does not pass because
I pray it does.
Already out of hand.
And it's not just NYPD. We're talking the entire state of New York, not just NYPD. Yeah, this is a bill for the every single police officer, Suffolk County, New York City,
Fuck that.
Orange County.
I'm surprised they ain't fight. Did they fight it? The Halo law in Florida?
I don't
feel
know.
like it got passed so easily.
Yeah. Well, we need to stop this. We're not gonna just we're not just fighting this peacefully. We need to stop this and to make an example. We will not have our constitutional rights violated, shredded, incrementally taken away.
You know what?
It's insane.
You know what it is, Leroy? They wanted to go back to the old days when they were able to just beat the shit out of people.
Not a lot. You had like maybe
Get away
4 or
with it.
5
There's already no
auditors.
accountability for NYPD. I ran into an officer. Fucking, he sent somebody to jail for 24 years and framed him.
Wow.
He got sued for $4 million.
Wow.
Well, no, the officer didn't send him to jail for 24 years. The judge did.
This guy is still on the force. That's what they wanted to go back to.
Yeah.
Next, they don't want no body cameras next. How much? I'm willing to bet $2 that they're gonna try to get rid of the body cameras next.
It could be, but here's the thing. I think everyone, or most people, maybe not everyone, but most people thought, good guy, that when police started wearing body cameras, then they would stop violating innocent people's rights, stop being violent against innocent people.
The gullible people thought that.
And
real New Yorkers know that.
It changed nothing.
Police don't give a fuck about no body camera.
It changed nothing. And you
really
try getting the
didn't do your
body camera from NYPD.
What's CCR?
I don't think it's easy.
I got arrested on Martin Luther King Day 2021. It took 4 years. I did a 4-year through the city. It took 4 years for me to get that body camera footage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got arrested by the same precinct on Martin Luther King Day last year. 47th. That same precinct that Long Island Northern went into, and they wasn't honoring the
where was
injunction
that?
at first in the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
I
which
got arrested
one.
at that precinct too. Me, Brooklyn Northern was outside with Eli, and that little Indian kid got arrested, and then they went through Eli's videos to find something to arrest him for.
Holy moly! They went through illegal
like
search of his
30
phone.
No, they went through his YouTube channel.
Oh, they looked at YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they
went-
used
must
open
have watched
source.
like 30 videos just to find something from 4 or 5 years ago and arrest him for it.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Where's
So
the
they used
closest
open
precinct to here?
source research to find
is it
something
like
to get him on.
First, I mean,
2-minute
you got
walk?
Central Bookings
Something
right
he
there.
posted to his
So
channel.
where can we go to attempt to? I want to attempt to record in the lobby and ask questions. So how close are we?
So the way it's supposed to work is that you go inside, you record, and they ask you who you are.
Okay.
And if you're not Sean of Long Island Audit, then they ask you to leave. And if you return, then they arrest you.
Okay. All right.
But
So
some
how
of these precincts, they don't even know that he's the only person that can. They don't even know about the
Right.
injunction.
That is
Sean,
bullshit. They were all
there's
given
8 billion
a
people in this world.
memo
Round up, I think,
from
about 8 billion,
the
and
NYPD.
one human in the entire world out of
Shout out
8
to
billion
Long Island Audit.
could go into a police precinct and record. And the fact is, if he can record, we can record. But unfortunately, if they
Some
tell us,
precincts I go into, they don't give a fuck. I've been to that precinct so many times that they
don't care. So
they don't give a fuck.
once a rare one will let you, but if they tell you to stop, you don't stop, they arrest you. So is there a place walking distance, like 2 minutes away?
No.
No.
not like-
Oh, why? You want to get
Yeah,
I mean,
arrested?
you got the Central Bookings. You got One Police Plaza.
No.
That's the police headquarters.
Is there a public lobby there?
There's like a waiting line.
You know, if you, I said this before. If you want to, if the ladies want to cheat, they the frauditor because all they have to do is just,
I can record.
all they want to do is hang out in public places all day.
Be oppressed.
They gotta
That's
go
so
hands-on,
true.
Leroy. You know,
I'm serious. If ladies want to cheat, they the frauditor.
And so, all right. So I'm going to
you
wrap
never
this.
know with NYPD, bro. You never know, bro.
No.
You never know.
So I'm going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you capture that truck of him posting auditor videos?
Oh no! Who is that? Is that? Are they pro Constitution or against?
They're pro this bill. He's showing
Oh, holy! Here, I gotta turn the camera around here.
he's showing us the camera guy's videos. Him cursing out a cop. He's replaying it over and over and over.
Here, let's take a look.
Oh, so somebody hired a billboard truck.
Okay, so tell us,
What if
everyone.
it's Sean's?
So that video is just the camera.
No, I
guy.
think he said there was pro for this bill. Pro for the bill.
Yeah.
You got a billboard truck.
I'm
here.
like, yo, I said, yo, you got one of my videos up there? He said, oh, you're one of those guys? I said, what's that mean? Black guys, Spanish guys? Oh, agitators. The
Yeah.
guy sitting in the truck.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him questions. Then I want you to come.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Oh, so you're gonna try to ambush him, right?
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'll say.
We're trying to load a truck. Would you please do over there?
Oh, I just want to. I'm getting to that guy over there. I just want to get through real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So here's the video they got here that they're using as an example. Can't really
Wow.
hear it. So this is the example. I was going to add. This is just a driver. He's just hired. He's nothing to do with this probably. So this is what they're using because someone's asking questions of them. And he's saying things that they don't like to hear.
That's Eli. It's Eli. I can tell it right now by the captions.
Yeah.
And they call this doxing, showing the complaints. And it's showing bad cops. They're saying that's doxing, showing the public complaints on 50-8.org, I think it is. That's not doxing. Doxing is giving them their address. They're making an example of something that is public
house.
Public records here, ladies and gentlemen.
Because that's not on the complaint forms.
I think maybe you can see the word there.
How did Regan get the personal phone number and email?
All right, so that is
of the officer she doxed.
Yeah, so this is just a driver. He's got nothing to do with it. He's just a driver. So they don't like what he said, and they're calling doxing 50. It's 50-8.org, right? They showed it 50-8.org, and they even showed the cop had a complaint on them, and they're saying that's doxing.
That could
That's
be
it,
one
ladies
of
and gentlemen. Wow.
Good guys videos right there.
All right. So here, let me turn this around here. Turn the camera around. All right, I'm gonna have that truck behind me here.
Why don't they put videos of cops beating the shit out of people? Put videos there. Put videos of that up there.
Rent
Like the guy in Brooklyn.
Beat the shit out of him.
This is. I'm gonna cover the story maybe tomorrow. Oh, Stitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Stitch, the camera guy. They're using Stitch as an example. And I don't think Stitch attacked anyone there, right?
No.
Yeah, he's using his First Amendment.
He just defends himself. That's it.
Yeah.
He's barely a minor. He's barely legal, bro. That kid is fucking like 18 years old.
Really?
If he's 18, he's an adult.
So this is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to do everything.
They don't want the young kids to know their rights. They don't want the young kids because those are the ones that they jump out on.
You want to? Can I ask you some questions, man? You look
Yeah,
curious.
but the thing is, though, y'all
Are trying to take away
get
the
it
First
right.
Amendment.
Y'all tell them,
Can I ask you
know,
about that?
something
That
that's
matters
not
to you,
true.
man. And she was waiting, like, hey, waiting. And
I learned about my civil rights, my constitutional rights.
She ran away like Speedy Gonzales.
Social studies.
All right, so lastly, we have, I know a lot of auditors who have been assaulted by police. Trevor,
they call it social
yeah,
studies.
how many of us have been assaulted by police, Trevor?
All of my civil rights, the Constitution.
And we don't have our own flag. They have their own flag.
Freedom of
I have a
religion.
flag that says red, white, and blue.
All about that in those classes.
I think all of us have been assaulted by the police or security here. Many times. How many times have you been assaulted, Dan?
By police?
Yeah.
I mean, I
How often arrested?
I don't think I've ever been assaulted by the police. I mean, I guess Cartwright grabbed my arm pretty good that one time, but
did he hurt you?
I mean,
Show us on the
definitely
door.
intimidate, that's for sure. And did you violate the law?
Did you ever get arrested doing the work you're doing?
Oh yeah.
All right, well that's an assault right there. How many?
You know.
Yeah, he also,
You know.
yeah, but he leaves out that he turned FBI evidence, and he told on people. He actually turned snitch.
How many times have you been arrested?
Your guy was arrested 13 times last year alone.
Alone.
I don't have a reputation.
I wouldn't be bragging about
I
that.
can't hold up to
Something to be
those
proud
standards
of.
being arrested that much, but we're
Right.
going to help them support their bill today.
You gonna help support the bill?
If we did half the shit they did to us,
We're going to stand next to the bill truck.
Oh, so we're not gonna wrap up here. So stay with us. Dan has something that he is going to dress up as
a cop. He's gonna dress up as a cop.
So let's see what I have no idea what he's doing
He's
here.
impersonating a police officer.
All right, so he's getting dressed.
Really?
We're gonna take this. Say that again.
It's only illegal to impersonate a police officer in New York in the commission of a crime. To mean like if you're robbing somebody saying you're a police officer, then it's a crime. But to walk around and say you're a police officer is not a crime.
All right, so we're gonna let him get dressed.
You sure about that?
What he's got in mind here.
You know what?
So we'll document it.
Let me look
And
this up real quick.
This is auditing Erie County. So he's getting some type of clothes on here. Auditing Erie County. And let's see.
I mean,
I'm right.
I know in some states you walk around telling people you're a police officer and you're not a police officer, you get arrested for that.
All right, so Dan's getting dressed here, whatever he's going to do here, and expressing his First Amendment rights. So stay tuned. I think
That's where they're living.
What's that?
He's the cop of the city where the NYPD live.
Where?
It says it on his shield.
very low visibility in this thing. I need you guys to watch it.
Okay.
So if you trip and we don't warn you, it's our fault.
All right, so we're going to document now. This is Dan of Auditing Erie County.
Okay, I've got it pulled up here on my phone. In New York, police impersonation is considered a
he just asked for a cough
criminal
drop. That would be
offense
57
punishable
cents.
under New York Penal Code.
All right, so here is
PL
hold on, this is Dan Erie County. Let's put the
190-26A,
camera away here.
a felony
So
or
what is he doing
second
here?
degree PL 190.
All right, so we're going to document this here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shit.
It is. Sorry about that. Hold on. Wow. Really?
All right, so we have a gentleman here, ladies and gentlemen. Can't identify really who he is.
Okay, here's what it says.
He's got some type of a mask on here.
Individuals knowingly pretending to be police officers wearing unauthorized badge/uniform or acting in a
control the narrative, guys.
to entice somebody.
We need to be able to bust black people's heads in without any accountability.
I know they all do. We're gonna take their record and all that. Yeah? And we're gonna find out later if he's willing to do that. I don't need to. I'm not going. We're gonna have to cut him in that. So you're about to make our move for all that? I don't need to back up.
Support the bill.
Whoa, someone said I got to stay.
Down with the Constitution.
I got to stay 15 feet away from him. Quick, everyone, 15 feet, 15 feet.
Don't even approach him.
Is that your video?
No, that's Stitch's video.
Says someone named Stitch. Are you offering autographs?
Police, city of
Guys, gonna support the bill? Support the bill, guys!
This nigga ugly as shit, yo. You don't even got a full bed. That's not a real man.
This guy.
He barely made it. He barely made it.
This guy supporting the bill. Support the bill, guys. I'm down with this guy.
You have a comment, sir, on this gentleman?
Yeah.
What?
He's doing the perfect representation of what the cops are.
And what? How would you describe the police in New York?
Pigs?
NYPD.
Yeah, pigs.
Yeah, could you give an example? Like, what are some examples that they?
Well, you know, during the COVID lockdown, for example, in Central Park, there were a lot of people that were sipping water, relaxed, sitting down. And by the Bronx, they were cracking down on teenagers for not wearing masks. They were handing out water bottles in Central Park, but in the Bronx, they were cracking down on teenagers for not wearing masks, despite neither of them wearing masks.
Wow.
You know, fare evasion is another one, you know.
Here, come this way so we can have the backdrop here.
Fare evasion is another one. I could go all on about this, man. Fare evasion is another one, right? So usually they have hardworking people, you know, who are trying to get to their job. You know, they arrest them for fare evasion. Meanwhile, you know, like you have a bunch of crime happening. I mean, I still don't think cops should be the ones, you know. I think you should have like social workers for these stuff, you know. But it's like with their over police, they have their overly militant. They have like, why do they have tanks when people can't even have pistols in New York City? How much money like do you need for them?
They already took away our Second Amendment. Now they want to take away our First Amendment.
Exactly. It's like, why do you need tanks for New York City residents? That doesn't make sense for me.
Right.
You know, so they're pigs. They haven't changed. You know, they were former slave catchers turned into cops. Like,
So how do the people of New York and the United States change the culture of policing when they attack innocent people with no accountability?
well, there are multiple ways, but one of the things is so I'm not a fan of complacency. People are complacent, you know, they think it's because it's red versus blue. Police brutality hasn't gone down since Trump's first presidency. And that was a big thing during the George Floyd, right? Everyone started protesting Black Lives Matter, but police brutality is still the same, right?
It was the same whether it was Obama or Trump or Biden. It didn't change. It transcends political affiliation.
Exactly. And nobody was talking about it when it was blue.
Right.
You know, so bringing some of that consciousness, like, no, they're still overly militant, you know. But I also think, ironically, that opening a community of social workers has kind of proved the fact that you don't need this much police in the street.
Right.
You know, because when you handle the root cause of crime, which it typically is like single parent household and the economic situation, you start to see that you don't really need the police for most of the stuff, you know, unless it's like the more severe crimes, which quite frankly rarely happens, if I'm being honest. You know, most of the crime happens because of economic situation.
Right.
You fix people's economic situation, you decrease the crime, you don't need the police anymore, you know. So I think, you know, when you create that department, yes, he is.
But here's something. Here's a question for you.
Sure.
You said, and by the way, what's your name?
My name is Geraldo.
Geraldo, I'm Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations on YouTube and Facebook, independent investigative journalist.
Nice.
Now, you said something, you used the word complacency, and that is the problem. Most people think someone else is going to take care of that. There's those activists that will hold police accountable and government corrupt politicians accountable. But that's not the case. If you see, it's yours. Now, when Obama became president, initially I was very excited. I even voted for him in the primary, and he's going to change everything. You know, move past racism. I was a huge supporter initially, and he's going to end police brutality.
Yeah.
It got worse.
It got worse.
So what I did, I called the head of the NAACP in New York, and I saw no leader from the African American community coming out.
Yeah.
I have experienced severe police brutality. I was almost unalived by a police. And because I was parked in a car on a date a number of years ago, and we're just hanging out in the car after a date, we're making out. That's it.
Yeah,
And it was at night, and suddenly some police officer bangs on the window so loud, like out of the blue, like, who the hell is this? I roll my window down. He's screaming at me. License registration. License registration. I asked him why.
I got to take off, but thank you for having me up.
Why?
You're
I asked him one more time.
Thomas, it's good to have you.
We didn't
here.
even get to me refusing
Guys,
to identify,
go
which I
check
would
him
have
out
for
on
breaking the
Ray
law.
Ray's channel.
He pulled his gun out of his
If I don't,
his holster.
if somebody could drop a link here,
Press
I'll
the
put a
barrel
link to
of the
channel and a
gun
community
to my
post today.
temple with his finger on the trigger, and then said, "You're under arrest."
Everybody,
I was
everybody have a
1/8
good day.
inch of the trigger pull away from being unalive.
Have a good day, man.
For YouTube, by a police officer. I committed no crime. I was arrested. My date was arrested. She will never forget that date.
Yeah.
We went to the fingerprinting, all this, released on $20 bail, went to court. The judge is like, "Why are you here?" And they charged me with 2 crimes, her with 1. It was all dismissed. So I personally know about police brutality when there was no crime committed. So I called the head of the NAACP, and I said, no leader from the African American community has come forward. And I said, it's not a black problem alone, it's an American problem.
For sure.
And I said, I'm willing to step up for my brothers and sisters, regardless of race or religion. And you know what the head of the NAACP said to me? It was a woman, I don't remember her name, but she said, there's nothing we could do about it. I said to her, how dare you? You cannot be in that position. You know, what does the NAACP stand for, number one? It's advancement. And it certainly should be protecting rights. But police brutality is not only a black problem, it's an American problem. Now, is it sometimes done more to African-American people? Possibly. But, again, I was almost unalive.
In general.
Right.
Yeah, the reason why I mentioned that specifically is because it's the most obvious.
Right.
You know, when you see it within those lenses, by far the most obvious. You know, it's like they're very militant. They're not here to really protect people. You know, and I'm sure he would agree with me, you know, because he loves that power. So
support my bill and lick my boots.
He loves that power.
Really? Come on now.
But it was really nice. Where can I find your YouTube?
I'm going to give you my card. Go to it right now, actually.
Well, I don't have connection because literally for the first time I don't have signal around here.
All right.
That's crazy.
It's Leroy Truth on YouTube and Facebook. This is on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're about the 2-hour mark here. Let's see, 2 hours and 4 minutes when you go to my stream.
It was nice talking to you, Leroy. Thank you for the education. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing. All right, we got some good people here. All right, let me see here. Hold on. Take a look. I haven't looked at my phone in a while here. Let's see. Hold on. NBC News Channel 4, NBC News just contacted me. And let's see. And by the way, there was no mainstream media here that I saw. Where was the media? This is a major thing. Major. Independent media. We are the only ones who cover the truth, and they want to make it harder for us to cover the truth, and they wouldn't
They're
let
not
us
making it harder
get
for you
within
to cover the
150
truth.
feet
You can
of their protest
record
today.
all you want from 15 feet.
Oh my God!
It's coming from Leroy Truth.
You know what? They had a protest that was 150 feet buffer. They had a 150 foot buffer for their protest behind locked gates. That's not a legitimate protest. They ran away from the public. The entire police that were here, they ran away from the public behind locked gates right here. Is that crazy? That's not a real protest. They showed their hand. They're so afraid of our cameras that they went behind locked gates with numerous armed police officers protecting them from their ghosts. We don't pose a danger to them. They are the ones who pose a danger to us. I didn't elbow or physically push anyone today. They elbowed and physically pushed me away today.
You and your little compatriots.
So for my safety, I'm going to need you to back up. I'm going to need you to back up for my safety.
There you go. The police violated our rights today profoundly. 150-foot buffer. That's what they had today. Behind locked gates. That was their courageous
watching from
protest.
The start. You can clearly
see that insane?
Yeah,
cowards.
Protest. That's
I'm blown away. Why wouldn't they have a dialogue? We could have talked with them, man to man.
Well, when you're calling them dogs,
we could enlighten them that
who's going to want to talk to you?
They are literally creating a bill about ghosts that don't exist.
Bullshit.
Man. They did a protest, a public protest behind a locked gate. Probably at least 100 of them, 150 police officers were there on those steps. Why didn't they do it publicly like everyone else does? If I have a protest, number one, I would never put it behind a locked gate. And if I had a protest on the stairs behind me, I would have invited everyone. All of New York City, all of America, all of the world to come there. They locked the people out of their public protest, exercising their First Amendment rights. Good for them to exercise it. But why would you do it behind locked gates? You're the ones with the badges and the guns and the authority of the state to arrest people, to go hands-on, to physically assault people, to unalive people. And you were behind a locked gate. Like, what are your thoughts of that? Take a look at some chats here. And I can't see your whole names on my phone, so I see it says dwarf something.
Sally
It's more proof that the police don't enforce the law. They are here to serve and protect their feelings. I mean, I'm blown away. And Benny, thank you. What do you have? It's more proof that police. Oh, that's what I was saying there. More proof that police don't enforce the law. They're here to serve and protect their feelings. They did a protest behind a giant locked gate, 150 feet away from us, the targets of their protests. Case in point. Case in point. They're so afraid of transparency, of us broadcasting what they were saying to the world, that they went behind a locked gate. Ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't you think that they wanted more of the world to see,
a bunch of auditors,
for them to make a case against us?
Them.
Wouldn't they
That's
want
why they didn't bring you
mainstream media? I'm sorry, independent media to cover that? Because many times we get way more coverage individually and or collectively than mainstream media. They shut independent investigative journalists, independent journalists, First Amendment auditors out of a protest against the First Amendment. And they proved their case. They violated our First Amendment rights. They turned a public event into private security enclosed event. Insane. So Marlo, I torture yourself, watch this live stream. I didn't see what you said before that about Marlo. How can they legally let some and not all in? Yeah, you're right on there. Oh, here, I got a call. And hey, welcome, caller. What's your name? Where are you from? And I got 30 seconds. What's up?
I'm Richard McClure from Louisville, Kentucky, man. I support everything that you guys do, and this shit is ridiculous that they are fighting our First Amendment rights. You guys, I support you and love you guys to death.
Oh, God bless you. I so appreciate you. Appreciate your call. You got my number there. Call, text me. You got any inspiration you want to share? You're connected with me now. So God bless you. What was your name again?
Richard McClure.
Okay, Richard, thank you so much for calling. Thanks for your awesome support. You are a true patriot. God bless you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. I sure am. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day, and I hope you guys get into this fucking bullshit protest.
Now, it's been long done. It's been done for like an hour probably. But we are going to collectively, as a nation, we are going to do everything peaceful and possible to make sure that bill does not get passed. We want hundreds of thousands and millions of people contacting the New York State senators and New York State Assembly and the New York State Governor, Kathy Hochul, and demanding they do not pass this bill. It's a violation of us.
Yes, Parson, it is a
right. Absolutely, it's a violation of us, meaning we the people, and the Constitution and our First Amendment rights. If they had nothing to hide, they wouldn't be afraid of our cameras.
Do anything like that because I don't want him to try to
No, this is Leroy Truth.
guys.
Leroy, brother, I've been watching your stuff for a long time, and I support you guys to the fullest.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Because as Martin Luther King said, the problem is not that we are outnumbered. The problem has been that we are out-organized. And we are organizing peacefully.
Exactly right.
Yep. So please join the armyofreedom.com. I'm going to be sending an email out within a week with some templates of emails, who to contact, some ideas on what to say, just as a starting point. So join the Army of Freedom.
I've got your email address on the screen now, so what I'll do is I'll send you an email myself.
Right. Excellent. And please join it's called the armyofreedom.com. And if you could put that Aria and mods in the chat. Tommy, God bless you. Tommy V, you're incredible moderator. And it's the armyofreedom.com. So if you can go there too, Richard, and sign up, it'll take 6 seconds. And I can send an email out to everyone on our list.
Brother, I appreciate everything you stand for. Thank you, and thank you for being a
Nobody
patriot.
is stopping them
my
from
pleasure.
recording the police.
Talk to you
They're
soon.
just
Enjoy a
saying
great
they
rest
want
of
them
your
to
day.
be
Yes,
15
sir.
feet away
You as
from
well.
them.
Thank you. Bye.
You have a camera that can zoom in. You can buy a tactical
Great American,
lens that will
Richard.
increase the zoom
Great
of
American.
your camera.
Wow.
So if you can't,
So,
with
I'm
all
going to
the
wrap
money
this
they
up.
spend on
This is the
equipment,
most
they can't have the
unpatriotic,
proper equipment to do this
un-American,
shit.
unconstitutional
It's not right.
protest I have ever seen in my life. I've never seen a protest behind locked gates before with armed police security guards preventing the targets of the protest from video broadcasting and video recording their protests. So we can hear the lies that they were going to be spewing about us. But you know what? Mainstream media didn't show up for them. That's interesting. Mainstream media didn't show up for them. Thank you, Tommy B. The armyofreedom.com.
You can't prove
the
that.
armyofreedom.com. And we got one more caller here. Okay, last caller of the day here. What's your name, where you're from, and what would you like to say? 30 seconds.
Hey, my name's David Reeves. I live in Jackson, North Carolina.
Hey, David.
I'm a veteran. I've been in combat in South America. I was in Somalia. Iraq 4 years. I retired, injured. Jackson, North Carolina is the worst police department. One of the worst ones. I was volunteering.
You said it very fast. Which department?
Jackson, North Carolina. I'm a veteran. I served 22 years. I was going to. I was going to Publix. I got pulled over. They said I was driving speeding in the neighborhood, which I wasn't. I was violently yanked out of my car. At that time, I'm like, "What the hell are y'all doing?" Sorry, I have a TDI from a bomb, so
That's right.
They arrested me for texting and driving dangerously on the road, and they didn't even witness it. They're just corrupt, and there's nothing you do about it. They don't have body cams, and they're just a disgrace. And that blue line on the flag, that's desecrating a flag, it's just embarrassing. Cops need to be, under the First Amendment, they need to be watched. That's all I have to say.
All right, and before we go, do you have any videos of them harassing or assaulting or arresting you or hassling you that you could send me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have video, and I could not find a civil lawyer that would take my case because they said they're all with friends that nobody wants to go against the cops.
All right. I've seen him many times, but send me the video. Leroy227@gmail.com.
I am so sorry for that audio, guys.
All right, God bless you, sir.
I've got it turned down as low as I can so we still hear it, but you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, so that will conclude this broadcast day. And if you are hearing the sound of my voice, that means you are the resistance. You are the freedom fighters. You are the constitutional guardians. And final words from...
Sir, I'm going to need 15 feet. You're going to have to back that ass up. My safety.
That sounds like a rap song.
My safety, sir.
Back that up.
Back that ass up, guys.
All right. So here we have it.
Hey, everybody, support my bill. I got my bill truck. I need my bill pass.
So coming to you live from New York City in front of New York City City Hall. And I'm in the process of making connection with Mayor Mandami because he has some ideas about holding the police accountable. And again, we are not anti-police. I'm not anti-police. I'm transparency. Police have got to be held accountable, and that can only happen when the people, any random people who see police are recording. So going forward, everyone, please always record the police, because you never know when something's going to happen. And I just talked to someone earlier today. They were recording something crazy was going on, and it will happen when you least expect it most of the time. So never, if you see a police stop, again, never physically interfere, of course, which you won't, but record. And don't record like this. Please do not record like this. Always record like this. You don't get the whole scene if you're doing like this. And always record the police. And if nothing happens, well, if they do something good, you have documentation of that. If they do something wrong, now there is a tool of accountability. And this is the most powerful tool of accountability
What about
right
the
here.
body-worn cameras that they wear?
This is the most powerful weapon to guarantee our freedom. It's a peaceful weapon. So God bless everyone. I want to thank Arias of AV Designs NC so much for producing these shows. Hold on. Ambulance coming by. And Aria, what do you like to say before we go here?
You're doing a great job, Leroy. We're all proud of you, man. We need more people like you.
Yeah, he's going to praise you because you pay him
to hold your government accountable, record any interactions, know your rights, know your rights. Know you have them, use them, and if you don't, you lose them. So we appreciate everybody that was watching today, even from Sean's stream. So
I wonder if I paid him enough.
Thank you, Garden State, for being out there.
Would he do the same thing against
everybody?
auditors?
So appreciate you, and Leroy, great coverage today, man.
Thank you. Great job on producing this. We have the best live streams in the country in the field. It's Aria's idea. He's a super genius when it comes to editing, producing, and he just did a great job. I so appreciate you, Aria. And this was a good day to expose what the police did. And I'm just blown away that we were locked out of a protest, and they did a protest behind locked gates on the steps of City Hall. And we were prevented from going on the steps of City Hall, a public area. It's like, so
yeah,
God bless you all.
15 feet. That was definitely more than 15.
Right, we got they bestowed on us 150 feet today. Scalzo Photo, make sure to subscribe to him. The Exposure Report, Garden State Accountability. Any final words, Garden State here?
What a day. What a day it was. This mic is on. This mic is on. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
I said, what a day. I mean, we saw some crazy things today. We definitely saw some crazy things today. None of the officers really wanted to answer many or if any questions
well, they don't
as
have
they were
to.
leaving. They didn't want to let us in. We had the right to go into that event because we're press. It's granted to us by the First Amendment. I really don't understand why we weren't allowed in. I mean, there were people going in there with
That's a valid question.
plain old IDs, and I have somebody on camera. I'll get you the footage. We was going to share some footage with you of a couple women saying that they were in there and they just showed IDs.
Wow.
Yes.
No, you mean they just showed driver's licenses?
Driver's licenses.
No proof they were
No.
cops. No proof they worked in City Hall.
Right.
And they let some people in as they were violating our rights, Vinny,
Yes.
without anything. They literally just walked past them.
Right.
And just random people.
There were a numerous amount of people. If you go back in the live, you'll see numerous people just showing driver's licenses to get into that event. They didn't have any press pass.
Right. And it wasn't a private event. It was a public event.
Public event.
Yeah.
It was freaking City Hall, for God's sakes. Freaking City Hall, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Public event on the steps of City Hall. Our City Hall.
Insane. Insane.
So I'm asking Mayor Mandami to call me. Leroy Truth Investigations. And I'd like your chief of staff to call me, or your appointment setter, your scheduler. Call me. I would like to meet with you, with Vinny and Scalzo Photo, and also the exposure report.
He was here.
Yeah, you saw him earlier.
Yeah, so I saw him come into the building, and he was at the event.
He was at the event?
I believe he was at the
Whoa,
event.
whoa.
He had to have been at the event.
All right, so Mayor Mandani, we would like to meet
this?
with you, and because we are literally the targets. This entire event, that protest was against us. Literally,
believe you.
It was against us. And you saw my 2-hour live stream. You were live streaming for. You're still live streaming.
No, this is his.
Were you live streaming today?
I was live streaming on yours.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were due on mine.
Yeah.
And so, Mayor Mandani, you saw we're peaceful. We ask questions. We are absolutely passionate about what we do, obviously, because we're protecting your rights as well. And also, I want to talk with you about the completely unlawful, unconstitutional breaking of the law that every single New York City Police Department does to not allow any person in the public to record in a police lobby. And we have a right to record there. They are violating the Constitution. They are violating the right to record or right to monitor act, whichever it is, or both. And there's only one man in the entire world, one human, out of 8 billion people that has been allowed to record in a NYPD precinct, which is Sean Paul Reyes of
But
Long
that's
Island
still
Audit on
ongoing.
YouTube. And he's
You're
only
leaving that out. You're being
allowed
disingenuous
because
to your
he's got a
viewers.
lawsuit. What about the other 7,999,999 of us?
Isn't it true that he's close to he's going back to court for that? I think in June. Is that true?
I don't know.
We have to find that
Oh,
out.
well,
We'll
come
find
on.
out,
You're
ladies
supposed to be a
and gentlemen.
journalist. You're supposed to be upon that.
Officer Mandami can change that right now. He can change that today.
Officer
he can order
Mandami,
police
it's
immediately
there,
to
you
stop
jackass.
preventing us from recording in our public lobbies and to stop arresting us when we record in our public lobbies, to make sure that things are clear and that things are transparent. Again, if they have nothing to hide, they have nothing to fear. So God bless you all. Please subscribe to Garden State Accountability, the exposure report with David Snow on YouTube, all on YouTube. Also, the exposure report, Scalzo Photo, yours truly, Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigation. And also, go to my Facebook page. You will be shocked. I'm trying to protect children from over 50 alleged S-Predator teachers and administrators covering up in Union City, New Jersey schools. I was indicted yesterday. I'm looking at 5 years in prison if found guilty. I'm completely innocent, as you all know. You saw the video. The cops are lying. And if anyone's inspired to donate to Give, Send, Go, my legal defense fund, you can go to Give, Send, Go, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and Super Chat. So I appreciate you so much. So God bless you all. Thank you, Aria. Make sure to go to Aria, which is AV Designs NC on YouTube. If you need a video editor, go to Aria. He is your man. So God bless you all. Stay tuned for my next Freedom video. I'm Leroy Truth.
All right. We're going to end it here, guys. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank everybody for the super chats. I want to thank everybody for just hanging out with me while we watch this. And I will have a video out tomorrow. I put out a video every day if you're new here. We have the podcast coming up on Sunday. I want to thank, again, all of you guys for supporting the channel. You guys motivate me to do streams. We're going to try to do more content out here other than just frauditors and soft SID and stuff like that. But on that note, be well, be safe, and I will see you guys next time.